Mac Doll.
Hi, chat. How's it going? Did you all have a wonderful weekend and Monday?
Those are like her 3 phrases, like she's a drawstring fucking doll, like from Toy Story or something.
With 5 insightful phrases.
Wow!
Yeah, great. Wow. Yeah. It's like the same 4 or 5 fucking phrases in a row, like she's an action figure.
Wow! That's incredible.
It sounds like a dying cat.
Oh, man.
Yeah! Nice! Her voice is it's honestly like a drowning animal. Like you throw a cat, in the water and
Wow!
I'm the captain.
When you mow your cat by accident.
Ow!
I mowed the dog.
Great commentary, Mel.
Right.
Like-
yeah.
We're opening a free grocery store sponsored by Poly Market, but it was only going to last like a week.
No, that was something that happened. Oh my gosh, that's super. What is that? Water, vegetable juice, fruit juice, 100%. Black tea, green tea, natural flavors, vitamin C. It seems like a much better alternative if you have to drink. I have to drink. I do like V8 and like a Bloody Mary, but no. Oh my gosh, that happened. But it's non-GMO, gluten-free, no artificial colors, no sugar added. I get anxiety and like it makes me like I don't know. I have to drink. Damn, they're so good. Having even more anxiety because so I have to be careful. I have to be careful with. It definitely helps. Having even more.
From me to you, a bullhorn right out of the blue, a bullet right into your brain, in bullet points that will explain. I'm bulldozing the bullshit now. Those bullies say that I'm a cow. They're gonna find the bulwark raised. Best believe it's my final phase. Boo-hoo, the color of the sky today. Boo-hoo, the tears I'm gonna cry today. Boo-hoo, it's horrible to think about. Boo-hoo, it's terrible, it gives me gout. Boo-hoo, I'm miserable and I know why. Boo-hoo, it's visible that I might cry. Boo-hoo, impossible yet true somehow. Boo-hoo, guess he's the bull and I'm the cow. Boo-hoo, oh boo-hoo.
Curses! Felt it again! I'll get you next time, casino!
All right, there's the intro. Lazy Shell, go subscribe to the man. He's so good. I love that. I love this video. How have I not like this on all of my accounts? Well, how's it going, guys? We got another, despite the Jeremy fatigue that I am experiencing, Jeremy had his illustrious Toby Turner Tobuscus Toby Games interview stream today. You can see there. He was so confident that he put it up on YouTube for the first time in weeks. Well, let's see how it went today. We got some other stuff too. We got some bricks and minifigs, Lego story updates. We got Frogan. Actually, this is a very short story, so we'll just begin with this. Frogan has been ordered to pay $180,000 as a default judgment. As of right now, her GoFundMe currently has $40,000 that she spent on Big Macs and is still accepting donations, the vast majority of which have not gone to her legal defense. Like, what can you say about this except let's fucking go? Dun, 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 dun. That's all the song we can play. Otherwise, you get copyright strike because we're still on YouTube. But it's the funniest thing to me about this. Now, will she actually pay this? That'll be remain to see. Does she have any money? Probably not. So maybe that was her plan all along, is to spend all of her money so she wouldn't have to pay a judgment. But in light of Denham's getting away with her lawsuit so far, I mean, I think it's still being up for review with the court case, but Denham's has tentatively won her case against, her defense against Ethan Klein. So if Frogan had just shown up, she probably could have got the same deal. But now, because of her laziness, and I mean, we know that she's lazy, but almost $200,000. How's she going to, like, you can't pay this off being a Hassan mod. So it's fucking over, chat. All right, let's get into the Lego stuff. By the way, make sure you hit those likes on YouTube. Make sure you hit those B's over on Kick. I see Shadow gifted 2,000 kicks. He says, I'm tired, boss. So tired of seeing, like, I'm tired too. I'm tired too, boss. He also resubscribed for 3 months. We also got Krabby Brianna, Conspiracy of Everything, Careful Jazz Drunk, and Rage Queen, Nose Goblin, and Agent Oranges have resubscribed to the chat. Much appreciated. By the way, the Oranges meme has hit such a critical point. I think I have this. Where is it? I got this somewhere. Damn it, where is it? The orange memes have now been so ingrained in the Twitter space that even the AI porn chatbots are now saying, you can see here, Chloe, wondering if you could tell me more about this orange situation. Even the AI fucking like, everybody get like the, you know, the automated bots that are all Nigerian mans. Sometimes I troll them, but just for fun. But even they want to know about the oranges. We also got, big one from Trucker Rob with a $69. The train's not stopping today. All right, thank you very much. Big support. Like, just 7, like, you know what's crazy about that, like, $69 is that is approximately 10 times the support that Jeremy received today, as we're going to get into this. This is bad, bros. He made $7 in super chats. It's a bit of a spoiler, but sometimes, that's apparently the way to go. Imagine it. You've got your millions of subscribers. The Tobuscus, the illustrious Tobuscus. Tobuscus is fine. I don't have any problem with Tobuscus. Although it does seem to be like he's going off the edge recently. But $7? Like, that's the same amount of money that Angry Joe has left after he was raped by the studios for his movie tickets. Shadow gifting another 10 subs straight away, right into the beginning of the stream, and the Blacius gifting a sub. Wow, I got a really good train whistle there. I don't know. I think the noise gate cuts that off. So let me hear if you guys are missing out on the train things. All right. So we'll go into the Bricks and Minifigs stuff as a warm-up, and then we will go right into the Jeremy stuff. All right. So Bricks and Minifigs has put out this statement as of June 29th. June is already over. It's so I guess press F for the Pride Month. Bricks and Minifigs, reseller, buying, yada yada, has a comment on the Mansell family collection. Ed Mansell built this collection at the center of the issue. When the family decided to sell it, Ed's son Brian, who was apparently new to the Lego resale world, visited the now closed Salem Bricks and Minifigs store in September and asked the owner, who was the former owner, Crystal Gorman, for help. And she was just Crystal Law at this time, but she got married since to her husband. And they're real characters, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. Bricks and Minifigs investigation found documentation estimating the realist high retail value, approximately $95,000 to $100,000 of Lego. Well, isn't that interesting? Because that seems to be about the same amount that was just released in the CoffeeZilla documentary. Wow, that's crazy. It just comes out that CoffeeZilla finds $100,000 worth of Legos, and then suddenly Bricks and Minifigs found the documentation for this too. That's awfully fucking convenient, if you ask me. The estimate seems to align with Brian Mansell's public statements on April of 2025, when he went on a podcast with the roughly $80,000 in product and catch he had allegedly sought, which he believed when he had visited the store around November 21st, 2024. A so-called promotional higher value of $200,000 is believed to have circulated publicly in 2023, but was apparently not confirmed or the appraised value. Yeah, we know this. This was like I know there's a point where Reckless Ben mentions this, where he says that the $200,000 number is just kind of like a sensational number for it's like it's not clickbait, but it's just interesting to call it that. It's like it's the big headline of the $200,000 Lego collection, which was the estimated post, I believe, the first time that Crystal went through. But again, that doesn't matter because the man is still out approximately $80,000 of his $100,000 collection. Bricks and Minifigs believes that this was the amount that Mansell and the Gormans used to create excitement for the sale event, which Ed Mansell attended, and he's the original owner. Bricks and Minifigs investigation also found point of sale data showing for about 61,000 and potentially more may have been sold from the collection prior to November 2024. The company believes that Brian Mansell may have only received approximately $15,000 in payments for over roughly the year. The records suggest a discrepancy which may exist of what was sold and paid to him, of which the company is still investigating. So what they're saying here is it's all Crystal's fault. Now, I have my problems with Crystal, and I think that she's somewhat to blame, at least for being a shoddy manager. I don't know if she's necessarily being deceitful or duplicitous or anything, but she definitely seems to be a lousy manager and made a lot of mistakes in her time running this Lego store. However, it seems that they're the ones that are blaming that Bricks and Minifigs are blaming them for everything, when we know for a fact that Bricks and Minifigs did steal Legos through their agents, Kai and Joshua, when they took over, or was it Brandon Best? Sometimes these names forget. I think Brandon Best and Joshua owned the store, took over the store, and Kai was the, that's right. So Joshua and Brandon took over the store, but it was Kai on the phone with Brandon at the time of the takeover. But we confirmed that there was these Legos in the store at the time, and also the corporate continued to lie about this mysterious U-Haul that they said didn't exist, but was proven to exist in the CoffeeZilla documentary, which is just so funny. It was just like, no, there was no U-Haul. You could even look at the parking lot. There's no photos of you. And they're just like, well, we actually looked at the photos and we increased the contrast, and we found the U-Haul. So it was there. Now, there's some allegations, and it seems to be very plausible that they literally just robbed the Salem store and took all of the Lego collection to the other location in the U-Haul to fill their stocks up and their shelves up, and then just essentially just enrich themselves unjustly. It's very disgusting stuff. But was there some mistakes that Crystal made? Probably. I would assume so. Now, I believe that of the $60,000 sold of this Lego collection, a lot of it was sold towards the end of the year in November, coming up to the Christmas period, which makes sense. So how much of this 61,000, of which 15,000 was paid, was in those last month or so? That's what I want to know. There's some details here that we don't have all the records for, which is very frustrating. The record suggests that the discrepancy may exist between what was sold and what was paid to him, which the company is still investigating. When the new owners, Brandon Best and Josh Johnson, took over the Salem location, they discovered that the store only had a small number of Lego Star Wars products with an estimated value cost of $2,000 to $5,000. So they're still going on with this one, which is just ridiculous. Like, just come on now. The company investigation suggested most of the remaining collection may have been sold or removed and stored off-site. Again, this is a lie because they didn't actually store the Lego off-site as far as we know. This is only in the beginning when there was a theft break-in at the Lego store, after which they installed a safe, which they would lock up all the Legos for at night. Now, one of the things that Bricks and Minifigs fails to mention here is that when they take photos of the empty shelves, that's after they'd cleaned away the Legos for the night, because they just didn't want to get like some tweaker to break in and try and rob them of all of the priceless Star Wars Lego. The information appears to be consistent with Brian Mansell's acknowledgement in social media posts with the Salem store. Though unable to verify ownership without any obligation to do so, the company has offered the remaining. So this is the funny part here, is that they're basically like, we're just going to give you every Star Wars Lego. We'll just take it, make this go away. So they're now offering to give him every piece of Star Wars Lego in the shop, even the ones that aren't a part of his collection. They're just like, just take any remaining Lego and you could just take it. Just take it. But it's not gonna work. You're gonna have to pony up, pay the man what he's owed, and that's essentially the bulk of the important things here. They go on to talk about the unauthorized consignment arrangement, but I don't think this is accurate based on their franchise agreement. And some good news for this is, I mentioned this on Twitter as well, is that the gag order was lifted from Reckless Ben. So we should be able to see part 3 of the Lego documentary very soon. Hopefully at least. Now, I believe there was some filings for a new HRO because this is being moved to the federal court, but we'll have to see how that goes. We got Royston Bailey with a £2 saying, Frogunt. Yeah. It's gonna be hard to keep that gunt going now that she's gonna be living on chicken and vegetables for the rest of her life, probably. Or chicken and broccoli. Although that's pretty tasty. I like it. All right. Moving on to the Jeremy segment. Okay, this is what a lot of people want to see. So if you like the Jeremy segments, because sometimes these are painful, honestly. Like, Jeremy is so annoying to listen to. He's such a liar. He's such a piece of shit. But it is the talk of the town. So you've got his Tuesday show. And you've got, like, he even paid for Melanie Mac to come back. And we're going to analyze this a little bit. Let's have a little bit of a look. So you can see his tobuscus interview. 2 people were waiting. And you just know that these were like Kiwi farmers or something, of course. Nobody's watching on YouTube except for the people that want to troll Jeremy. But I wonder if Jeremy's actually making these thumbnails for himself, because this is the design. Like, they've got like a man's hand. This is Melanie Mac. Is she saluting or is she looking in the distance? Like, I'm not sure what's going on here. But this is clearly a man's hand. So Jeremy or whoever's making his thumbnails, and a lot of YouTubers do this actually, is that they just have a bunch of random limbs that they can put in. So you've got this like default Jeremy face. Like, he wouldn't take a new photo, obviously. He's too lazy for that. And they're just like, well, let's put in the 2 hands gripping each other and a saluting hand or something. It's private flat. That's very rude. Come on now. Now deporting invader scum. Now, before I get into that one. What is this supposed to symbolize? Is this like Jeremy and Tobuscus are like joining hands against the foreign menace? Or is this Jeremy like gripping his hands together like, oh my goodness, Tobuscus, you're such a hero? I'm not sure. But it's the Tuesday show. So it's Tuesday in it. We got also Shadow with another 2,000 kick says, fuck everyone, just having fun, don't kill me. That's true. That's true. Shadow says we don't want to see the Jer Bear with another 1,000. Well, I mean, this is going to be the bulk of this shit. But like, if you stick around to the end, we got the Canada segment. Idubbbz is not having a good time in Canada. I'll give you a brief promo of this. I'm going to give you a brief promo of this because it's so bizarre. He's like mentally broken or something. I mean, everybody knows that already, but like, this is the beginning of the Idubbbz segment.
Washing machine. If you're watching,
I turned myself into a washing machine, Morty. I'm washing machine Idubbbz. It's kind of crazy. Like, he's actually just like fucking insane and seething about living in Canada. He can't even afford to get the Canadian healthcare, which is what he deserves. All right, back to the Jeremy stuff. That'll be after the Jeremy stuff, okay? So you can look forward to that if we ever get to it. I don't know. Because this is going to take hours probably. So he booted up this live stream, and here's the report. Oh, wait, actually, this is the first thing. I searched for the quartering on Playboard. Because I wanted to see the stats myself. Because what some people do is they sometimes take a picture of a live stream just when it's starting. And like, obviously, people like take time to like filter into live streams, and there's ups and there's downs and stuff. So sometimes you see like, oh, well, someone takes a picture of a live stream and it's like, there's only 5 people watching. He's over, he's dead. But then it's actually like, 500 people join or something like that. So I was like, okay, Jeremy, surely he got more than 100 viewers, right? But when I search for Jeremy, the quartering, the first result in the Revelance tab is Bearing. So Bearing is cucking Jeremy on the tabs. And then Brittany Venti is above Jeremy. And then you finally got the quartering channel down here. Now, it actually wasn't on his main channel, so I had to go find it. But I found it. He privated the video. This video he's been waiting for so long. The thing that was going to save his career. He was so proud of it that he decided to make it not even unlisted, because it's pretty reasonable to unlist a live stream afterwards so that you can, just maybe edit out some naughties or make like a stream VOD or something. A lot of people do that. I've thought about doing it myself, although I just haven't had the time to do it. This is private, so you can't see a copy of this except on Rumble, which is where we got the copy of it. Now, on YouTube, as I mentioned, his peak, his absolute peak. How many subscribers does Jeremy have on the quartering channel? It's like 2 million subscribers. He got 135 live viewers on YouTube. 135. And then $7 in super chat revenue. It's fucking over, man. Like he's retreated to Rumble. And this is the thing, because I'm curious if he's about to make the escape from Rumble as well. But where's he going to go? D-Live doesn't exist anymore. It's D-Dead. He's supposed to be his bastion of power, right? He's supposed to be the big man, YouTube meme war veteran, tempered in the most bloodthirsty segment of the internet. Where's the clout? Where's the pull, Jeremy? You can't make more than $7. It was made by 2 super chats too. There was like a $3 super chat and a $4. I want to see these super chats. I bet maybe they'll come up during the Tobuscus stream actually when we watch it. But like, I almost am guaranteed that these are troll chats. And the thing is, whenever Jeremy gets money, he's so surprised because his entire life has been a fraud. He's just been pretending to be successful for like the last few years because he's been like view botting on Rumble or something. And I think that's exactly why he's only streaming on Rumble, because Rumble view bots are only about $100 for, $4 for 100 views. So we know exactly how much he's pumping up his numbers with it. All right. So it's not looking good. It's not looking good. Now on Rumble, to be fair, the Rumble counter said that it started off at about 1,000 viewers. Now I don't believe those numbers because Rumble does this weird thing where if one person pops into the stream, it pops up your numbers. And then if you're on the front page for a few seconds, it bumps you up to like these ridiculous numbers, which Jeremy's been using to scam companies for like the longest time. But all right, this is what the Rumble numbers. So Rumble 1,000 viewers were allegedly watching. I don't believe that. We'll go into the video. It's the video again. This is on Rumble, and let us get started. Watch at 1.25 speed. Hopefully the Rumble play doesn't fuck up, because I didn't have time to archive this myself.
Different. And
all right, so here you go. You've got the 3 amigos. You've got the quartering here, and he's just so happy. He's giddy. Oh, wait, before we get into this, I've got to mention who Tobuscus actually is. So Tobuscus is a 6 million subscriber channel over on YouTube, and he used to make these incredibly popular song videos. Like he would do like Minecraft videos and things like that. So you can see here, he's got like almost 100 million views on this I Can't Swing My Sword, Safety Torch, the literal Assassin's Creed brother trailer tip. Like maybe some people have seen this like, 14 years ago when they were kids or something, but now they're adults. Now, recently he's gone a different direction where he's made this song, which is, I'm going to be honest, it's pretty funny. Let me just load this up for you can see real quick. This is why Jeremy loves him, by the way. So he's got this strong song called Get Out the Fuck Out of My Country.
English, do you speak it?
And it's kind of catchy.
If not,
now, it goes on like that, and I'm sure it'll come up in Jeremy's stream, so I'm not going to watch the whole thing here. It's kind of catchy, but it is a bit of a weird, like, change in tone, I will say, from going from Minecraft sword videos to Get the Fuck Out of My Country, Somalians. While you may agree with that take, that's fine. It's just a bit of a tone. It's tonally unusual, right? Like usually people would make like a new channel for that. Now, the reason that Jeremy's so excited about this is because if we go over to the germinal decline, you can see that his views are going down, down, and down, and down. But the only content that Jeremy can be successful with now is the Black Fatigue segment, which is his bread and butter, and specifically the Carmelo Anthony videos. Because all of these videos, I mean, I think he's done about 40 to 60 of these videos so far. He thought he'd figured out the algorithm. He's like, my channel's dying. I don't know what's going on. I can't get over 30,000 views. The Carmelo Anthony thing came out, and he's like, wow, this actually is like really successful. I'm just going to keep doing this, which isn't a bad strategy on YouTube. But it's the only thing he can get views on. So you can see like Carmelo Anthony, she's broke. I guess he's like leaning into the means now. Carmelo body cam footage release. They're watching. They got totally roasted. Gigabase chat award. Arrest them all. Those are the only videos that are getting like close to 100,000 views. When he tried putting up something about, let's have a look, for example. This was brutal. So his Star Wars Supergirl. Okay, I thought he was done with the culture war, by the way. Not really. That doesn't look like it. 13,000 views. 13,000 views on a 2 million subscriber channel, Jeremy. So since he's realized that the only thing he can do is steal from other people and use black fatigue to try and trick people into watching his videos, Tobuscus, who's making these anti-immigration songs, is clearly it's a match made in heaven that's going to like bump up his numbers. By the way, this was brutal. He's like resorted to this like clickbait method for getting people to, like, imagine titling your stream, "This was brutal, super disaster," to trick people into like being all the FOMO you gotta watch. This was brutal. What does that mean, Jeremy? Doesn't mean shit. Now, of course, he's going to have to find some ways to keep the Camilo. Like, he actually said that the Camilo Anthony Griff was dying. But he got Dr. Phil destroying Carmelo. And by the way, this was brutal. This was brutal. According to the Germinal Decline, I believe there was this is the fourth video. This is the fourth video that Jeremy has had the exact same title. I'm just going to title every single video on his channel is going to be titled "This was brutal." Now, I guess. All right, there you go. Now we'll get into. Now we have all the backstory. Now we'll get into the actual story. So you've got Jeremy, who's ecstatic because he's got like a big name on that's going to save his channel. You've got Mel, so he ponied up the $500 to have her on, and you've got Tobuscus, who's looking like he's unemployed. But to be fair, he made so much money on YouTube in the early days that he's probably set for life, and now he's just like doing the side quests. That's typically how it works.
It was the coolest feeling because I would post something and no one really had.
Now, I don't know why the stream just starts like in the middle of this conversation. I guess he just had like an hour-long intro or something waiting for Tobuscus to actually show up finally. Because Tobuscus was like dodging interviews. Like he was like taking days off and like, I'll be here tomorrow. No, I can't make it. So Jeremy had to keep pushing back and canceling streams until he finally showed up. So I guess that's what's happened there.
Made videos that I'd ever seen, really. I mean, there's like College Humor at some point came and they were awesome. Yeah. I would make these like sketches for my class.
So I guess this is his backstory.
And he would show them for the amphitheater of hundreds of people. And I would make these just really inappropriate videos, like like shopping carts. It was called Love Buggies. They went on a date and then they were like banging.
I could, yeah.
I mean, he's like a giddy schoolgirl. Like, is this supposed to be like a serious political stream or what, Jeremy? Now, Jeremy, of course, he's like, he won't tell you what he does. He doesn't do pop culture. He doesn't do politics. What is this interview supposed to be? You interviewed someone who was popular on YouTube 13 years ago. I guess Jeremy can relate to that. But like, I mean, I gotta be sad. I don't get it. It's like some guy being edgy on Twitter. What's the point of bringing this guy on?
Oh, that was good. Yeah.
And like, he played for the class. He's like, all right.
How was your weekend? It was brutal. Yes.
One of the questions that Melanie had too. By the way, shout out to Phantom of the Office. If you remember that series on College Humor, it was like, it was super.
Do you guys remember American Dad? Do you remember College Humor? Do you remember The Onion, Jeremy? Shout out to The Onion.
Funny. It was just a guy. It was just the guy wearing the Phantom of the Opera mask and just working in like an office, but he was the Phantom of the Opera, so he would say like ridiculous things. He was like, "Oh, I have to quit smoking, man. I'm smoking 23." I can't do it.
But the guys were so brilliant.
Wait, what is this? Shadows with 1,000 kicks says, "I would Mel suck me off, even if." I guess you say wouldn't. I wouldn't have Mel suck you off, even if she had to wear a bag on her face. Well, I mean, of the three people here, who would you prefer? And then Major Kong says he's blacked. He's a joke. Thank you for the 500.
The stuff they were doing was like a SNL.
Yeah, it really was. It was, and I don't know what. I mean, I know like ideologically what happened to them. They ended up getting kind of like more political or whatever the case was.
Everybody did. Everybody seems to have.
Yeah.
Except me. That's true. I'm not political at all.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I agree with that.
They're all dudes. I mean, no, I was gonna make a who has the largest tits joke, but I think I'll dodge that.
Yeah, they were great, and they just kind of. I wonder if YouTube kind of just killed their career. Because like,
oh my goodness, the YouTube algorithm, it's killing people's careers. It's so relatable, Jeremy. If I would be doing great, I'd be doing great if it wasn't for that rat YouTube destroying me. It's not me getting worse. It's YouTube. They're suppressing me. I'm being shadow banned.
It used to be a thing to go to their website to watch
Didn't they
videos.
do the Batman, the Harvey did?
Yes.
I love that one. That one's my favorite.
Yeah.
This only happened because Toby wanted to fuck Mel. That's actually a good theory. Because like Toby kept dodging these dates to do the thing, right? To come on. And then I guess Jeremy was like, well, I've got 6,000 live viewers. It's real. Come on. He's like, no, I'm not going to come on. He's like, well, I've got Melanie Mac. He's like, all right. Well, okay. Maybe. Is this the Tobuscus appearance fee? 1 Melanie Mac? So Jeremy had to shell out $500 dues? An actual Kiwi with a sub. Are you an actual Kiwi? Like for real? Where in New Zealand are you? Hopefully it's not Hamilton.
That was hilarious.
One of the questions before we get into all of the news and stuff, what we're like kind of you're the oldest head among us, but we are kind of three old heads.
But Melanie especially, she's the same age as me, which is 39.
Been around for a long time, but what do you remember about like? I mean, you, like, I don't want to phrase this in a disrespectful way, but like you were one of the top guys at one of the top times on YouTube.
Yeah.
Very few people can. Very few people can talk, like, you know, can speak to that.
When I started, I was like, there's no way I could do it. I'm too late.
Oh,
What?
really?
You thought you were too late and you started all the way back then?
Well,
Wow.
I really didn't kick it into gear, you know, until a couple years after that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Charles Trippy and Philip DeFranco and these guys were like were huge, and I was like, I can never do that. But I'll just make a bunch of stuff. Sorry, what was the question?
Well, what was it like, you know, in the golden era of YouTube being I mean,
oh yeah,
like,
great. Well, they would feature your stuff. YouTube would handpick your stuff and put it on the front page, and everybody would see it. And they did.
Hey, that's like what Rumble does, but except Jeremy hasn't been picked by Rumble in quite a long time.
That to me like 4 times. The first time they did, I think, was a Falcor the Urinator, a parody of Trogro the Burninator.
Okay.
I love it.
Do you guys remember, what is it, homestarrunner.com? Throgdor the Burninator? I mean, I actually like that reference because I do like Throgdor the Burninator and the strong bad emails and things. What a nostalgia journey, right? Is this your hard-hitting political news commentary saw? Remember Throgdor the Burninator? Throgdor burninating all the peoples. That was it. That was a good thing. I miss that show.
They would never feature that now.
No, well, yeah, well, I don't know what they feature. I don't even know if they do that anymore. But even if they do,
We got some Throgdor appreciators in the chat. He's one beefy arm.
do feature something, it's like you don't see it because you're this algorithm of like the, you know, we had this dinner like years into me like killing it, and we had this like dinner, and I was like the guy, and then YouTube was like trying to figure out what I was doing. I was like, I just posted stuff like nonstop, and they're like,
they didn't even know, right? They're like, yeah,
no,
what the? Yeah,
I asked them, like, how, they didn't know how the algorithm worked. They still don't. They don't know how.
Here's like, let's be real for a second. This is how the algorithm works. If people likes the content, they watch the content. That's basically how it works. If you keep making content people like, they keep watching it. The shadow ban cope doesn't really exist. Now, back in like the medical time, like, you know, during the koofaning and everything, there was some instances of people being suppressed for those views. However, typically that's not the case. And if you're like a small channel, then YouTube doesn't even know you exist, and there's no chance of them like suppressing you. There's some people don't understand who their audience is, and that's a problem sometimes. We've got Shadow with a packet up saying, you're too bald for 39. Well, maybe not. I have a friend that was bald by 18. Look, I've had the widow's peak for like the last 10 years. I'm fine with it. It's the way it is, chat, okay? The question is Melanie too bald for 39?
It works. Like, they just know that it's a thing. It's like a monster they created. And I was playing these video game videos. Like, so every single thing I did, I'm like, I'm too late to the game. But I had this girl that I met, and we started dating, and then I was like, I need to figure out how to play video games again. she was like 11 years older than me, and so she was like, no. I'm like, no, hold on. Let me figure this out. So, like, are you a child? This child wants to play. Anyway, so I started playing the games and just being, you know, terrible at gaming, as I always was. Not terrible, but not very good. And the machinima happened, and I'm like one of the few guys that likes machinima because they didn't screw me over, because they sent
that list is short. Yeah,
they sent a horrible contract. I was like, no. And then they
sent me a
whatever I wanted.
Is this supposed to be an interview? This is just like, let's talk about the glory days of YouTube when we were still relevant. Like, even with Toby, like, he's fallen off in a big way, I think, like, but I mean, he still gets like maybe 50,000 views a video or something, which is pretty small for 6 million views. But that's because he stopped making Minecraft cringe content, which is fine though, because he already has all the money. Like, if you go to his channel real quick, I think he's got like over 1 billion views, right? And this is back in the glory days of YouTube. 1.5 billion views. So he's done pretty well for himself. But you can't just expect that you're going to get like millions of views on every fucking video you make if you get like a Minecraft audience, and then you start telling them about Somalians. They're not going to care, most likely.
Yeah, horrible contract.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, he's got fuck you money for sure. The question is, what happened to Jeremy's fuck you money? Because Jeremy has a lot of views as well, but for some reason it was always broke. He spent it all on Melanie Mac and YouTube advertising.
You had a machinima deal?
No, I didn't take it.
Contract?
He sent me a terrible contract. Yeah.
They were, but
We
that
had
was
a
what people
song we
that
were
you
supposed
had
to
to
make.
monetize. I mean, that
We
was the only
still
way
should
you
make
were.
that song.
Oh,
It
sorry,
was
guys.
back
I have a song. I told
Now, what they're talking about here, because this is like ancient stuff that half the people in chat won't have any idea or care for. But basically, if you wanted to do gameplay videos, you had to be through a multi-channel network. That was Machinima at the time, basically. They had like a monopoly on basically all gaming content. At some point, I want to say it's around 2012, Was it 2012? It was around 2012. You could start monetizing games yourself, but it was a risky proposition because game companies still thought that if you're playing Let's Plays, you're like stealing their game.
Melanie about years ago, back when I was really trying to talk to Melanie, and so I sang it to you, and you loved it. And it was like when the moonlight hits your face right, and your hair's unkempt, you just might look away. That people would say is retarded, but that's fine, because I like when you look retarded. You look retarded. Can I say that? I like, and then you would go, I like when you look.
Like this is fine. It's very cringe, but it's not for me. But the thing is, Jeremy's reaction is like Mel's just like doing her regular like drawstring. Wow, that's cool. I'm Tiger like reaction. But Jeremy's actually like a giddy schoolgirl. And what the fuck is happening to his camera? Like this is supposed to be your professional live streamer. Why does Tobuscus look more clear than Jeremy? Like, am I wrong here? Is Jeremy like he's like melting into the like video compression spear or something? You thought he would have figured it out by now.
Retarded, you look retarded tonight. And you'd be like riding a horse. We can still do it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm down.
Yeah, you might have to work in her new. She's definitely brought back retard, but she's also
she brought back some more.
She brought back something else. Yeah,
I did. That's right.
Funniest thing ever.
No,
So I guess we got to thank. Can we get some W's for Melanie Mac because she brought back the word retarded to YouTube? It was all her. Wow, good job, Melanie Mac. Now she actually deleted her entire video catalog because YouTube demonetized her for saying the F slur. If you're confused that was, it's faggot, okay? Because she's too much of a coward to say it on YouTube these days.
I say it now all the time, but like gay people don't get offended. You probably can't say on this.
Yeah, like the thing with Jeremy's got this weird like compression on or something. Like it's like a Instagram beauty or a TikTok beauty filter or something, but it can't determine where his face actually is, and it's this weird mush. It's really strange. Is it actually a beauty filter to try and hide like his alcoholic rosacea or something?
I have no idea.
You can on Rumble, but we're dual streaming, so yeah.
Okay.
No, I just it's like I don't say it with hate. I just say it to my straight friends.
Well, how old are you?
Quit being How
old are you?
67.
You look great. I was just saying, like, I grew up with that word. And I didn't even
know
know it meant
word.
anything gay about it. I was just like, it was just a word you called someone for being stupid or something like that or whatever.
Yeah,
like
or like looking gay when you're not.
Yeah.
It's okay to be straight. It's okay to be straight. And a straight guy's like, it's okay. It's not like, well, gay people don't get offended. They're like, well, yeah, that's what I am.
Yeah.
So what? I'm not like hating on gay people. I just, it's just fun to play with your buddies. Not
Yeah.
like that.
I'm
Not like that.
I'm the one who hates
He's attempting to blend into the orange wall behind him. Part of the ship, part of the crew, part of the ship, part of the crew. Like, what the fuck is going? Like, unironically, this is like, I'm gonna have to get out the crime lab for a second. Let's have a real quick look at this. This is wild. Like, what is going on? Because like I guess like Tobuscus just has like a webcam. He looks normal, right? I mean, he just looks like webcam tier. You know, it's normal. That's what a normal camera looks like. Melanie Mac has a slightly higher def camera, although she shouldn't. So you can see her like the clearest. But what's going on with Jeremy? Like, what is this? What is with this? Like, what the fuck is going on? Does the camera just not recognize him as a person or something? What is going on with this video compression? Jeremy, you're the host. You're supposed to be hosting this live stream. You're supposed to have like double Starlink set up at your house. What is going on here? I mean, I can understand tech issues, but like, come on.
Where did your mind go with that?
By the way, I don't know. I had this. I thought I wanted to see what you.
Wait, what's this? Shadow with another 1,000. I think that puts him as the top all-time gifter. I think Shadow, I gave you a VIP badge, but maybe you have to refresh. Let me know if you've got it or not. I can't see. I'm just here to give you and Camelot all of my overtime money. Well, very based. You know what? I lost my membership to Camelot's channel, so I can't use the strong bee anymore. But can I get some buff bees in the chat? The bees with the beefy arms. I need to see those.
You guys thought of this?
I think has Camelot been streaming a lot on Kick recently? I haven't seen it that much.
I'm not a big fan of AI, to be honest with you.
Right.
Yes, you liar. You liar, Jeremy. You're using AI for all of your shit. That's why some of your shorts don't have any audio tracks, is because you've automized everything with AI. He loves AI so much that he did the what do you think about it? And there was a fucking AI plane being buried underground. What do you mean you don't like AI? What an absolute liar. There you go. Witness the bee. There you go. That's a very buff bee. I like that bee.
I see it as a useful tool. I don't know how far it's going to go. I'm not like an AI.
What do you mean you don't like AI? It's a useful tool. So clearly you do like it. You absolutely like it. You're just trying to say the politically correct thing, which is very cowardly. Because like it's the thing on the internet now to say you hate AI, which is a very Reddit and very Twitter thing, to be honest. If you go outside the real world, most people don't give a shit. They're like, oh, funny cat video. He's playing tennis. Nobody gives a shit.
I doomer that thinks it's gonna replace us all.
Well, the thing is, AI is actually coming to replace Jeremy because it does a better job of collating the news and reading the news because Jeremy can't read.
What's this one made with?
I don't know that answer.
Oh.
Maybe you'll recognize it. But I just wanted to see what you guys thought of this video. We have.
He's like, I don't like AI. Let's watch some AI slop. Look, it's the fat woman. Her neck folds look like sausages. I've seen this one actually.
Oh, this is Sora. Looks like Sora shut down, didn't it?
I know.
I thought it did.
Yeah.
Sora shut down. Songs in the Sea of CWC most affected.
Sam Altman.
Yep.
Just destroyed it. I don't know why. What? Yeah. Oh, go on. Yep. These Bob Ross paintings are hilarious.
There's no audio. I don't know if they're supposed to be.
He's muted.
Yeah, hold on.
I don't actually know how Jeremy gets these different like scenes like this where he's like he looks like he's about to gobble up, like he's about to Shingeki no Kyojin Melanie over here.
Yeah, the audio is like the whole.
Is this a thing from Rumble Studio or something?
Video part? I mean, the whole.
That's the point.
That's the point. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll just put some happy chains on here and just make it out.
Right. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Our own little
Incredible. Is Melanie secretly ratting on Jeremy?
I do love a big lady.
Good.
Like a pack of hot dogs. It reminds me of 4th of July. Sometimes I like to slide my bank card right through those folds.
Stupid idiot. So stupid.
Wow. That's funny.
I grabbed like a couple of things. By the way, did you see this?
I likes to draw and paint though. It would be fun to do the highlights on the neck folds. Like I could see how that would be fun to paint.
Have you done does Bob Ross had this painting course, like VHS tape? It's not before your time because we're about the same age.
Right.
But do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, like painting with Bob Ross. Literally everybody knows about this. You know what's crazy is I think there's only like 10 episodes of that, and they were all filmed on one day. By the way, they've got the foreskin Supergirl cup here. I guess it's going to be their next breaking news story that everyone was talking about 1 month ago.
No, the course. Oh, I watched it, but I didn't.
Thing. And he's like, and he teaches you to paint like a mountain or whatever in a cabin, and I just copied his exact thing, and it looks great.
Nice.
Looks great.
Bob Ross, you mean?
Yeah, Bob Ross.
Yeah, not the chick in the painting. No.
Yeah. I love Bob. I used to watch him unironically, like when I was younger, because he's on PBS. You know.
Yeah, I watched him on PBS too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like,
oh my God, do you like Bob Ross? I like Bob Ross too. We just became best friends.
Super relaxing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, I like Bob Ross is like universally beloved. I don't think anyone has a bad thing to say about him. He's more of a meme than a person at this point. But like, I've never heard some criticism of, oh my goodness, you like cherry Coke?
Super relaxing, like
the first ASMR ever.
Yeah, useful ASMR, kind of a more useful.
Exactly.
The current ones are like, what are you doing? But nothing against it. I just don't.
Yeah, some of it's.
Great question with a very simple answer from Renaban. Wait, why did Jeremy nuke the stream you talk about on YouTube? Because it was embarrassing. Because he realized that only getting 100 live viewers on a YouTube as a 3 million or 2 to 3 million subscriber channel is embarrassing. So he has to hide away in Rumble, where he can pretend that he's got thousands and thousands of viewers because he's paying for bots, or it's just boomers that are clicking on the home page and then clicking off his stream after 1 second, but Rumble still counts it as a live stream viewer for some reason because they're a garbage website.
God,
now it's just
weird.
Now it's just Gooner.
I know.
It's
like when they first started doing ASMR. Yeah, right.
You like that? You like that? Subscribe.
I noped out of ASMR once they started doing stuff like that. But at first it was just like, oh, this is neat. I'm like, somebody's checking me into the hospital and they're typing really like.
There was a penis shown in the stream, no joke. Well, we're going through the whole stream, so I guess you're going to be singing here too. We'll see.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is so relaxing.
Yeah, just a reminder, if this stream gets nuked on YouTube, you can watch over on Kick. We'll keep going no matter what. And I'll edit out any oopsie daisies at the end of the stream.
And then it just got so weird.
And they got the ears where it's like
unless someone wants to give me a timestamp of where this illustrious penis shows up, so I can just dodge that part of it.
It's like a prosthetic ear that they're like
well, it's probably funnier if you just leave it. Let me find it myself.
I'm like, dude, I'm out.
Be careful, I'm serious. Is Jeremy trolling Twitter or something? Is that what happens here? I'll try and use my like. Did he show cuck porn again on his channel? Don Flurgandy showed it on his stream. Well, wait a minute, Don Flurgandy. No, I mean, if Don Flurgandy was okay, I'll probably be okay. I'm like, it's fine if it's an accident, right? Although if you do have a timestamp, I would appreciate that. But like I said, we'll find out either way.
Yeah, there used to be a couple.
A random dick showed up. Well, that just means that Jeremy's using his Twitter. It was blurred. Oh, that's fine.
Well, I mean, if you're into it, that's cool. I just I don't find like I.
Oh, he blurred it. Okay, so I'm gonna get absolutely fucking like wrecked. I'm gonna get I'm actually gonna get felted today. I think. When does it happen? I'll go through the time thing. It's got to be on a Twitter segment though, right? Or is it Jeremy's penis that shows up? Let's see if I can find this here. I think it's just going to be on the Twitter timeline. Surely that's the only place it'll show up. I mean, I can see some that they're looking at cosplayers' feet. Dong alert. After Tobuscus leads, okay.
I definitely was in, like, I had a couple of
Thanks for the warning.
people that I would like put their videos on to like, one of them was like a checking into the hospital thing. I don't know if it's
Those
just
were my
typing or whatever.
Those were my favorite. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're all like,
see if I can find
like, now it's all like,
I'm curious.
You know,
I'm curious.
It's like I've been cosplaying as a foot guy for the last 3 days.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
I noticed that.
He's a
I won't
foot
work with
guy.
you unless you send me feet pics, just to see what happens. And then people like send me feet pics. I'm like, I'm just joking. Dude.
Wow.
I have a screenshot. You need, yeah, send it. Link it to me on Twitter. Under the live stream announcement or something.
But I'll look at him. I'll look at him.
Yeah,
that's very funny.
I'm sure.
I think I'm becoming a foot guy now.
Oh.
No. It's like they're pretty. I like, it's like I like everything.
Yeah,
If it's attached to a person that I like, it's like, oh yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
But if it's like
not just like a disembodied foot.
someone pouring syrup, no, not a severed foot.
Yeah.
Not a severed foot. They're pouring syrup on waffles in my algorithm now. I'm like on feet. I'm like, what are you doing?
Wow.
A week ago. So I started doing this because was it 2 weeks ago? They had this thing at this convention. I saw these people drank this like
oh yeah, the gamer juice or whatever it was.
Or whatever it was, and supposedly they got this.
Toby needs, like, I do think that there's something wrong with Toby. Like, it seems like he has some sort of schizophrenia or bipolar or something. But he is a very funny guy.
Lung condition, like fungal lung. I'm like, yeah, idiot.
Oh, they got sick. I didn't know that.
That's what it said. I mean, it might have been fake. That's what the story said, right? And I was like, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah, that was oh, now it's gonna be my algorithm.
Don't do it.
Wow.
Is this where it happens? Am I going to get dick flashed in just a second?
Gamer
He's looking at feet pics. The biggest interview of his life, well, maybe of this year. And they're going to look at feet pics. Gamer foot juice.
Oh no! Oh no!
It's the foot segment. Looking forward to the shit segment too, Jeremy.
Let's take out the screen.
I'm back up. I responded to her.
Oh yeah, you're in there. Describe.
Can we get some vote? Do you think Toby is like, I think that Toby's a foot guy. He's a disgusting foot guy. Press 1 if you think Toby likes feet. 2 if he's just cosplaying as a foot enthusiast. Like, I was just looking at the feet pics and liking and responding to the feet pics as a funny joke. I don't believe this for a second. Come on now.
At this photo, I make it really inappropriate.
It's so bad. Rock goes so bad with it. I'm like, Rock, what the hell?
Oh, here it is. Yeah, here it is. The feet juice. Fresh feet juice.
Anime has gone too fucking far. This is a real thing, by the way. So I remember hearing this story as well, but I wasn't going to talk about it. It was disgusting. Basically, there were some cosplayers. They put their feet in a cooler and sold feet juice to people.
By the way, people are paying $15.
Well, that's a fair price.
I guess.
That is pretty cheap. Yeah.
What the? What do you mean?
Market cornered. Yeah. That's so gnarly.
That's
like,
cheap compared to the bathwater prices and stuff, you know?
That's true.
Oh yeah, that's another level. I feel like bathwater is less bad, but horrible. Weird.
Look at this guy's face back here.
Oh yeah, he's like,
wow, what are you doing?
Wow.
You have great dishonor to our family.
Anime does have a lot to fucking answer for, if we're being honest. Like, I was watching this thing about I think he's a VTuber or something. What is his name? Psychosis or something? Hold on. I don't know. It's some Asian guy that pretends to be like Shinji, basically, from Evangelion. He's the shy anime boy. And then he was just like, I'm so inexperienced with women, and he's like cheating on his wife or something, or his girlfriend with 6 chicks, and it's like he's a predator, and it's like no, they're just engaging in like sexy talk with these women. They're trying to like farm clout off of him or something. It's like no, he had 1 million subscribers. It was a power donation. Like fuck off, just fuck off. I mean, he was degenerate, but like it didn't seem like he did anything like well, he did creepy things, but like he wasn't a predator. There was this Muujin guy or something. Apparently, he covers VTuber news and does like video essays. And he was like, he's a confirmed predator because he was trying to fuck these chicks. It's like, no, he's just Psychono. That's who it was, Psychono. But I was like, anime has gone too far because this like shy Asian boy aesthetic would not be popular if not for literally just anime. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm just a shy anime boy. I don't even know anything about women. Oh, goo, a woo.
This is so weird.
And women are actually falling for it. That's the thing. Apparently, he had dozens of women's in his DMs.
That's gross. I mean, hey, yeah.
And in the same month, we got Kool-Aid pickles or whatever. Kool-Aid.
Oh
We
yeah.
gotta do a song
pineapple.
about that. I can't. Yeah, that was like
Yeah,
a
Nugget and a
opportunity.
biscuit style about Kool-Aid. Dang, dude, that's a good idea.
Kool-Aid, and I mean that was crazy. Of all the food crazes, that was like everywhere, and then it was nowhere.
I know.
It was like a day. I wonder if they all died.
No, it's a fad. It's just a fucking fad. Nobody gives a shit. People put Kool-Aid in fucking pineapples. Nobody cares.
They all got
Hey,
diabetes and died.
I shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a day, wasn't it? It was huge. It was nuts.
The dong start at 1 hour and 37 minutes. Is this true?
Yeah.
Dang.
All
There
right.
was
Thank you for the
video
time
of it.
state based
Sam did,
based chart
Yes.
timestamp.
I saw Sam's on it.
appreciate
Yeah. Shout out Sam Hyde. He, I went out and trained boxing with him
Oh
in
yeah,
Rhode
he
Island.
does that. I saw he does that. He did that with Idubbbz.
I need to see this video. Does anyone have the copy of Sam Hyde kicking the shit out of Jeremy?
Yep. And he basically after one night, my entire body was just a bruise. And Sam's like a really difficult guy to figure out. So like he was being like really encouraging and really like positive. And I was like, when is he gonna call? You know, like I thought he was like, when is he? But he was just like super. I'm sure he hates that I say that.
Accident?
He did it on
Yeah, I
purpose.
did that on
He said
purpose.
my favorite word.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm so edgy, Tobuscus. I blew myself saying faggot. Jeremy's claimed that he's going to say the N-word when he leaves Rumble. He says he's going to just shout out a hard R. He's a pussy. Like, why would you go on Rumble and then just be family friendly? It doesn't make any sense, right? Do you think Jeremy's going to man up and say it? His favorite word that he's too afraid to say in front of people?
okay. All right.
Yeah,
that's cool.
he's a good dude. So then we by the way, in case you're just tuning in, I'm gonna.
I
have
got
to
us
put
on the
some-
feet stuff. My bad.
I didn't see it in the maybe it's been edited out. Okay, I'm just checking to make sure that I'm in line with YouTube's terms and service. Okay.
Yeah, that was now. It's my whole feed's gonna be feet now. We're joined by Toby Turner, Tobuscus.
I like this title for Tobuscus's thumbnail. Nature's N-word pass.
I have one.
I was wrong about Tourette's. See, that's a really good YouTube title and combination because it tells a story. It tells a story between the title and the thumbnail. That's a really good strategy. I was wrong about Tourette's. Nature's N-word pass? Question mark.
One kind of question I was wondering.
But there's a fun conspiracy that I've heard that there's like a few Twitch streamers that pretend to have Tourette's just so they can say the N-word live on stream.
What
Actually,
kind
good
of
idea.
inspired the comeback? Because you definitely had a gap in content. Were you just taking time off, or were you just like uninspired, or you know?
I don't know. Well, I was trying to learn this new audio program, and I hate it. Logic. It's like it drives me so crazy. So then I started we're trying to make something, and now I'm told to just use FL Studio. So I'm going to change that. But like, and then AI happens, and so I'm playing with the AI stuff. Like the food stamp song is all Grok AI.
Yeah, the food stamp song
just
is
because I
great.
was playing with it. Thank you. But like, I'm just playing with it, and it looks okay. It doesn't look great, but I'm like, I'm not going to like film anything.
Wait, so these are Jeremy's subscriptions. What is the Meat Eater channel? He eats meat. You can see these. He subscribed to the Urban Rescue, Timcast, Report of the Week, Xiaoman, NYC, Cinemassacre, Retro Rick. What is Meat Eater? I don't know. I'm just curious. It's just like maybe it's like just nothing. I'm just curious. I'm gonna have a quick look. Because Jeremy has a habit of sharing funny things on his live streams. I'm just kind of curious. Meat Eater TV. Is it just literally about eating meat? It is. So they just like go around. It's like a hunt, catch, and cook sort of show. That's kind of cool. Colorado elk, coveted muzzleloader tag, meat eater season 9. Okay, that looks pretty good.
Should.
Yeah,
I don't know. I have a camera. I should probably film real videos. AI annoys me, but the get the F out of my country, that one,
That's about eating bull meat.
It's all CapCut, and it's like a
CapCut.
By the way, Jeremy not subscribed to Tobuscus. How pathetic. Inviting him on, not even being subscribed to his channel.
Oh, I love CapCut. I didn't know you could do all that.
Well, it's okay. It can do all kinds of stuff. It's just like if I could control it, it would be the greatest app in the world. It drives me nuts. Every app I use drives me crazy. And like Premiere started sabotaging themselves. Premiere started downgrading whenever you update.
The last two versions have gotten significantly worse every time.
It's been like that for a couple years. Like so they'll change something for no reason so that my whole workflow has
Okay. The tech department interview. What's going on here, Jeremy? This is supposed to save your career. You've been surprise guest coming in 2 weeks. Let's talk about our issues with Premiere Pro. Yeah, it's dog shit. I know. I try not to talk too much about it. Do you guys like Audacity? Do you guys like using Sony Vegas? Do you guys the CapCut segment? Oh my goodness.
changed. I just don't like them anymore. And CapCut is Chinese and they make like $70 million a month. And I'm like, we could take some of that market share. Like we could just make something and make it awesome. And it wouldn't be hard. But it's either that or a video game we're doing next. I'm not sure which one.
Oh, a video game.
Maybe. So
that
like,
would be epic.
My buddy interviewed. Have you seen Citizen Vigilante?
Yes.
I haven't seen it yet. No.
I watched it on Saturday.
You got to power through.
So Citizen Vigilante, it's like a U-Bowl film that people are talking about. Jeremy got like this is the most hypocritical thing. I didn't have it in my folder though, but Jeremy has been sucking this movie's dick off, apparently because it's just some guy like his sister gets raped or something, so he goes and murders immigrant families, and it's just like basically just a revenge torture porn movie of shooting Muslims or something. Jeremy's been talking about this movie on and on and off, and they've released it free on Twitter, so you could watch it. And I think it went to Amazon Prime perhaps, but you can watch it for free on Twitter, the entire movie. Some guy in Jeremy's chat said that they pirated the movie, so they watched it for free. Jeremy banned them for that. Jeremy banned someone. He's like, I don't like piracy. That's content theft. How dare you watch that movie for free? And he's trying to get you, Bold, to come on his stream for another one of these interviews where I guess he talks about his tech issues for like an hour, the first hour or something. He's like, I bought 3 copies of the movie. Like some other guy bought like 5 copies of the movie. So Jeremy like subtweeted that and was like, I bought the signed copy as well. Please like me. And he has this really pathetic tweet. Actually, now that I remember it, I can probably find it like immediately. If I go to the Quartering's Twitter, which he's now like just completely memory hold he's not going to be on Twitter or anything. It's so pathetic. I think if I search for Elon, because he's like, I'm not Elon, but please come on my movie. Latest, if I go to this one, maybe. Here it is. So he posted this. If you're available for a brief interview this week, Bowl Films, I would love to chat. I have nearly 2 million subscribers across multiple platforms. I'm not Elon, but I've been promoting your film hard, watching it right now via Amazon Prime and paid to rent it to support. How pathetic! What do you mean? Like what a sale! Like I'm not Elon Musk, but I love you. I think he posted I want to say that he posted the receipts of him actually watching the movie as well. But
it's
anyway, you get the idea.
Good movie, but you have to power through it.
BobTube gifted 5 subs over on YouTube. Very based. I believe that we also had. Oops, I better move this down as well. Let me just see. Balked and Scuffed gifted a sub as well. Much appreciated. And then Conspiracy of Everything says Dick shown at 1 hour and 38 minutes for 2,000 kicks. Thank you very much for the Dick posting. I much appreciate the Dick updates.
It took me 3 tries to watch it.
Okay.
It's just it's kind of slow but it's so good at the end is amazing.
That's how I described it too.
Oh,
it's a little clunky, but that's kind of how Uwe Boll's films are.
Yeah.
Like it's just the timeline's a little wonky, but it is really good. Yeah.
So my buddy interviewed him in Army Hammer like yesterday or the day before, something like that.
Yeah.
Was that
and
Kino?
So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I love
I don't
him.
know.
He's
I
so
don't
cool.
want to know if he wants his real name out there, but
No,
yeah.
he's great. He's the nicest dude ever. But and he did a great job with it. And so, anyways, I'm just trying to get see if Uwe wants to make Citizen Vigilante, because we could make a cool first person shooter, or we could do like a third person, like we could do a GTA thing. We have a team that's in South America and some other places, and they're very good. The problem is just like my old game I had, it was so expensive just to keep it online. It cost like $20,000 a month just to keep it up, which doesn't make any sense.
Right.
But that's what it was, and so I was like, I didn't have a choice. So then I just
It sounds like you're just using his fortune to like astroturf this game. Like if the game's making money, what then the $20,000 is just like a business expense, unless it wasn't making any money.
I sold it off, and
it was like Tobuscus is like he's trying to like I'm gonna say this is a Tobuscus no moment. Like this seems like a big waste of time and money. Just like you've already got infinity money, just put it into like the stock markets or something. Just like get a mutual fund or S&P 500 or something. Like I guess you want to do a project that's fun, but like just don't waste money. Don't become Jeremy. Don't start doing that coffee brand coffee shit.
great game, but now we have a different group of guys that I think we can just work with forever. So if we made something, whether it's that or maybe it's like something completely different or similar, and just don't call it the same thing. But if he wants to do it, I think it'll be super cool.
Yeah.
If he wanted to get in, like it could just be like the old era, like a bully, like Rockstar Bully era of like
that was a crazy game.
Yeah, just like do whatever the hell you want, but like have a revenge theme to it would be pretty based.
Yeah, it's not hard. I mean, it could be anything. Like Max Payne was super cool. Like the tests that
remember that bullet time.
What is this interview? The idea guys like boardroom meeting? We could make a game. It'd be like Bully. We could take the Chinese money from CapCut. We're gonna make our own video editing suite. What are you talking about? Like surely, like I don't understand the point of this. Surely the interview should be like, you were like this guy and you made this really controversial thing. How has your political views changed over the years? What incentivized you to make this video? Are you just tired of all of this like nonsense with immigration? Like, what is this CapCut Premiere Pro discussion segment?
Like when the first time Bullet Time came out, it was like the coolest shit ever.
Just
and then
jumping.
Oh my goodness, you guys remember Bullet Time from The Matrix?
All the time to the side in slow motion. So it was so fun.
Yeah, I love that game. But then I got immediately sick of it. Like then every game copied it, and I was like, okay.
Did you play Fear? Fear had something like that too. Fear
Okay.
I can't
To quote Melanie Mac, yeah, you're right.
remember it if I did.
Fear had that slow motion thing too. It was awesome, and it was scary.
Oh, was it a horror game?
Oh yeah. Well, it was a horror shooter game about like a whatever spirits and stuff. But it was awesome. It was great. But
I don't think I ever played that.
Just put some of the elements together. I mean, it doesn't even have to be crazy high quality. It could be, but like.
Agent Cherry Lime says, it drives me crazy how he is never prepared for anything. Well, that's the thing, is that people were talking about this on the farms today, actually. So shout out to them. Is that even though Hannah Claire was often very boring, at least she did stream prep. At least she had an idea of what she was talking about. Jeremy's just like, let's just throw shit at the wall and see what works. And the first shit that stuck to the wall in the last month is the Carmelo Anthony stuff, which is why he can't let it die. It really is bizarre. Now, there's a really interesting conspiracy theory that I've heard that Jeremy is just doing these streams because he's forced to get the money out of the Rumble contract. Like when he showed his like playboard or whatever it was, and it was like $900,000. And he was like, that's not real money. This is a big question mark in the Jeremy saga, is what does that number represent in the Rumble dashboard? And people are saying that it's most likely that he has to stream a certain number of times per month. Otherwise, he doesn't get paid out his like slow drip of money from that. So essentially, he's stuck in this purgatory where he's forced to stream even though he doesn't want to, because then he doesn't get paid. And if he doesn't get paid, he can't pay for his mortgage because he refinanced or rebuilt that home during COVID. So he's got to pay $10,000 a month for that mortgage, which is ridiculous. And also $1,000 a month in property taxes, which again is ridiculous. So he's like in this like workatory where he can never stop making these like god-awful streams. And that's why he's just phoning in everything. Like there's no prep. He's just reading Grok. He's just talking to Mel. He's just like talking about the weekend. He's talking about his shit. That would explain it. Because like, surely if you had like all this money that Jeremy talks about, that you could just retire and do your own thing, like work on projects and stuff, you know? But like, it actually gets worse than that, because a lot of people are assuming that he's going to start selling his house soon. If the house goes in the market, then that's fucking over. That's why he had to bulldoze his racetrack with like the baseball dirt, whatever it was. And his recent thing is he's into power washing. Like he's playing Power Wash Simulator IRL. He's cleaning the house up to sell it. He's like, he posted something the other day where it's like, man, I'm just addicted to power washing, and then he's just like showing it, like it's just like, wow, he's cleaning his fucking deck. Reminded to wash your deck, chat.
Yeah, people would like it, I think.
Yeah.
I like the idea of
And
going
wash your
after a
hands
CapCut
after washing your
competitor
deck.
more, but I'm biased. You know, I think
So
that's
do I, man. That's my dream. That's my only thing I've wanted to do in the last like 10 years. I've worked on it several times. I worked with
It's
Google
the divorce act,
for years
most likely.
on there. They had an app that they canceled. This is a while back, but I was working with them on Capture, Google Capture, which was their editing app. And
Yeah.
I worked with them. I would just send them pages and pages of notes, and we would, talking. They would add all this stuff, and it was getting applied, and then Google cut the funding to it out of nowhere, and the guys broke off and created.
I wonder if Jeremy's going to rearrange this so that Melanie's in the middle, because he has to sit next to Melanie Mac.
Vine, and so Vine uses all these things, and then Vine's gone now too. So it's like, at first I was mad, but then it's like that's gone too.
Is he actually doing it?
What's up, Melanie? At least it exists. What is on the screen again? What are you doing? You're crazy. But and then we also worked on this other one, video.
Jeremy just like doesn't know what the fuck. What is going on with the stream? He's like going through all the different options and
There's
things.
another editing app that was on.
What the fuck is this? I thought I got rid of you rats. Jamie Moodley with a 14 Zarkonians says, Dragon's Treasure, use code criminal for crazy savings. So much betrayal in my chat
iPhone,
recently.
and it's good. I still use.
He did it! He did it! He had to sit next to Melanie Mac. Tobuscus, can you move over? I always sit next to Melanie Mac in class. Oh my goodness. And look how scuffed it. Like, he's like, I was just joking. He actually did. He had to sit next to Melanie Mac. It's Mel in the middle time. Oh my goodness.
It's the same thing. I would just kind of go.
What the fuck is this? What is going on? Hold on, you've got Toby here, Melanie, and Jeremy. Look at this. This is like a DOS game from the 90s or something, where they only had so much pixels to go around. He actually, how pathetic. He had to rearrange it so that he was sitting next to Mel.
How do you edit on an iPhone? That seems like I watch this this creator who he's got an animal rescue in Texas, and he's pretty Urban Rescue Ranch, I think it's called. He has all his videos on his phone, and I'm like, I would shoot myself. Like, there's no way I can edit on my phone.
Well, I know, but I want to shoot myself when I'm using Premiere, so it's like I might as well shoot myself on a phone where I can walk around.
Yeah.
But,
Right.
but the problem is like there's no maybe there is. CapCut's pretty good. Like
It
it's
is.
very good.
Oh
I
my
like
goodness.
CapCut.
How long
Like, I
does
use
this
all my
CapCut
for
segment
my
go
Bible verse
for?
of the day and all that. I use CapCut, and it has like the really easy captions to work with, really smart captions.
I fucking hate CapCut. I've never used it, but I hate seeing that little CapCut watermark on all those like shitty videos on Twitter that people are using because it's a free Chinese garbage website.
Yeah.
Way smarter. I've tried using captions in Premiere before, and it's so bad. It's
I
so
use
bad.
No, it isn't. Like the Premieres in the Adobe Premiere, as much as a piece of shit it is, the captions are actually very easy. You just transcribe your audio and then turn into captions. It does it automatically. I do it myself.
There's a separate website that I upload to do captions called
Should I re-edit the stream so that I'm in the middle and next to Melanie Mac between Jeremy? That's a very funny idea.
Team. I can't think of it. It's something.io.
Oh, I might have used that before.
Yeah, it's kind of expensive, but
It's pretty good, but I like CapCut
Yeah, is it
better.
Veed? I think Veed.
Yeah, Veed.io. I've used that before. Yeah.
They're 20 minutes into this interview and they're still talking about editing software. Now, I like watching videos about editing software because I actually use that. But like the audience doesn't give a shit about this. If I could do a whole show talking about how many issues I have with Premiere, I would. All right.
I use that too. I had a song I made called "Everyone Can Wash Dishes."
How many people watching this? Jeremy's going to claim that 6,000 people were watching this stream. There is no fucking way in the world.
Everyone can wash dishes. Doesn't matter which gender the person is. Everyone can wash. But the video is just him like giving the woman the dishes the whole time.
That's hilarious.
She's like, I'm gonna wash the dishes.
Amazing.
It's fun. But anyways, that's the only thing I use, and it looks pretty. Of course, it's rainbow. It's got rainbow. That's like the only default background was a rainbow. So I was like, all right, let's make it gay then.
Got to. Yeah. Cambria in chat says, Toby, I loved your. Oh no, it disappeared. Where'd it go?
Toby, I love your literal Skyrim trailer. I still watch it every now and again to this day. It's
All right, let's go to the Tobuscus for a second. Get a break from whatever Mel's talking about. So the literal Skyrim trailer. Oh, why is YouTube fucking up today? Hold on a second. Popular. All right, the literal Skyrim. It should be pretty high up there, right? Literal Assassin's Creed, Brotherhood. Here it is. This is a video from 15 years ago. All right, YouTube, you're going to play. Just watch a few seconds of it.
Up to cameraman. Ominously lit carving of some dragons. Cameraman running through the forest, slow zoom on a carving.
I mean, yeah, it's like I remember this actually, but like, oops, there we go. Imagine like, Toby, I loved your video from 15 years ago. Base Toby. All right, you could have had a child and they'd be almost finished high school at this point. It's muted. I don't think so. I don't think it's muted.
So cool that you're on right now.
Thank you so much. I love that one. Voice attack, but his voice went too far right. I love that one.
Yeah, and my mouse was Toby. Some of my favorite memories of Assassin's Creed multiplayer was singing your songs with my friends. Not at the bird and people die. And then
I love it, dude.
Melanie, Melanie, keep up the good work. Hey, thank
Melanie,
you.
you saw the first one, I know, but did you see the second and the third one? Because they're better.
Oh, I don't
You
know.
gotta
I
watch
don't know
it.
if I've seen the.
They're better than the first one.
Okay, because I love the first one.
I know, and the other ones are even better. Especially the third one, Black Flag.
This
is one of
interview's
the
as
greatest
bad
videos
as
I've
Nick
ever made.
Recator's interview skills. I think there's a point in this. Somebody told me that Jeremy starts talking about his shit in front of tobuscus. So it's a common Jeremy L.
It's so beautiful.
Okay.
Anyways, but yeah, and ends with like this whole DELICIA, and I was watching the other day, and the FBI calls me. I'm like, what have I done? I just still in the FBI, dude.
Did the FBI actually?
By the way, I just got like this is a segue chat. I just got a really strange invitation. This makes no sense. What is this? Hold on. They say we want to invite you to a gala. It is inspired by Nigerian celebrations. What the fuck is this? Why am I being invited to Nigerian galas? It sounds fake, but it's actually real. I verified it. What? 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 I should go. I don't want to go. I don't want to have to wear like pants. Take Max as your +1. All right, now this is actually a good idea. I'll actually consider this now.
Really call you?
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah.
What?
They're like, you've been making a lot of direct murdery threats.
I was like, you have been kind of unhinged on X lately.
Yeah, you have been. I
have
noticed.
been. Well, they said that you said you were going to cut a guy's head off and sell it to Argentina. I was like, that's hilarious. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? He's like, oh, and I also said, Hassan Parker, I'm coming to kill you. I just said exactly what Sam said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some complaints, and he's like reading these off. I was like, can you call me back? This is taking longer than I thought.
Wow.
Yeah, more, and they're probably like, and we've got to talk about the feet too.
Yeah.
Like,
What? Not the feet segment again. Jeremy's just upset. Like, he's been talking about people's feet. And look at his face. He's so determined. This isn't a joke. It's not just, let's talk about the feet. Hey, Don Frogan in the chat says, I'd pay to see meme in traditional Nigerian prince garb. Actually, no, this actually has a, like, there's potentially something here. There's some meat on this bone of going to this Nigerian gala. Maybe I'll see if Max is up to going on a little adventure. 20-minute gala adventure. But it's pretty far away from me.
Not really a foot guy, are you?
Although they said that they'll pay for accommodation. They said that they'll pay for accommodation and like travel costs. Why? Why they want me? It doesn't make any sense.
You kick your door down with our feet. We'll see you like that.
Yeah.
No, it was a good conversation.
Okay.
He wasn't mad or anything. He was like, I just want to clear some things up real quick.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
a lot of
with
those
the
guys are
FBI.
He's really a fan.
Oh yeah, right. He's not a fan.
I mean, he's like, I don't want to have to call you again, so please don't do this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. And then I
Yeah,
immediately-
right, sure.
And then I immediately talk about putting people on pikes.
I saw that. Yeah. Yeah. So iTunes still hasn't accepted, right? Has not.
No,
The-
it's not
let me-
even- I don't know. It's like what's going on? I want to kick out the illegal immigrants that I'm watching on video kill people every day and get let out by the
Yeah.
judges. I'm like, I want to kick them out, and that's what it is. They're like I'm like, oh, they're like, well, you say people aren't equal. I'm like, yeah, they're not. But
Yeah,
I think it's
Okay, so that's a Tobuscus W there.
this racial thing, and it's not. It's a culture thing, is what I'm getting at. I literally say, we don't want your language, we don't want your culture, stuff like that. And so it should be clear, but they're like, you want to get rid of every single person in the country who's been here forever. I'm like, no, talking about the illegals in this video.
Right.
In this video.
Specific. Yeah.
I feel ya.
Yeah.
No, I don't like the violent people, the violent criminals, man. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's like, if people are on board with the country, on board with this idea, then I'm down with those people, right? Just a lot of people aren't.
Yeah, well, like Cuban immigrants are some of the most based people you ever meet.
I know.
They come to this country. They want to
risk
support
their
it.
lives. They sail on a boat that they build in their bedroom. My old landlord, he sailed to America on a boat, a raft he made in his bedroom when he was.
The Jeremy popping a Zen. He's like, he pops Zins and like drugs into his mouth so frequently. I've kind of like tuned it out. But there's a point in like recently when he was like streaming and he popped in like a whole handful. It's like, no, it's just vitamins, guys. It's just vitamins. He's like chugging some like electrolyte drink during this as well, which is like a hangover cure. So I guess he's just like, maybe that's why all the streams were canceled, because he's just like flat out drunk.
16, he floated for 48 hours before they found him in the Gulf of America.
America.
Back when it was the Gulf of Mexico. So they find him on this raft, the Coast Guard, pick him up, bring him back to America, where he starts his life, and he creates a literal business, massive business, a demolition business. So America is so cool. You could float here on a raft with motivation and blow shit up and make millions of dollars.
Make money. Yeah.
So he became super wealthy, blowing stuff up in America. It's so funny.
If only Jeremy could make money. He doesn't even need to arrive on a raft. Shadow gifted another 5 subs. What the fuck? So much support today. We got actual massive support for this stream so far. I think we've made somewhere in the realm of like 20 times what Jeremy made on his stream. There's a 3 million subscriber channel or whatever, and he can't make more than $7 on a super chat on super chats. Ridiculous, pathetic.
Probably super based. Like in my experience, those Cubans,
support.
there's a couple like
let's see those bees, let's see those likes, let's get going, chat.
Of cultures that come here, respect the country.
Yeah, if they like the country, then cool. That's a part of it. If they say death to America, you're like, you're out. Bye. Your whole family's out. What happened? We don't want any of that. Bye bye.
Yep.
There was I made a video about this later, but there's they're playing Muslim music in Walmart now, like over the PA speakers.
What is the Muslim music? You mean the like the establishing sort music? What does he mean by the Muslim music, Jeremy? I want to see this. Is the Walmart alert? Yeah, it is. Maybe they're just playing that. Maybe they're playing this Muslim music. Maybe they really are doing it. I don't know. Maybe they're playing it to scare away Jeremy, to protect their bathrooms. Because there's this funny thing that certain businesses used to do, where there was this frequency. It's like a mosquito sound, like it's a high frequency sound that only young people can hear. Because as you get older, you get harder and harder of hearing. So it makes it basically means that as you get older, Melanie Mac's voice gets more easier to listen to, which is hard to believe. But anyway, they play this frequency that like basically drives away children and teenagers to prevent people from loitering outside their stores, and adults can go in. I think that's what they're doing here, is they're playing Muslim music to prevent Jeremy from going in there and defiling their Walmart bathrooms.
And like this guy just like goes berserk in a good.
It's the brown note
way.
With the anti-brown note.
Shit, this is America, and I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. Like, why are you playing fucking Muslim music?
No, put some Creed on. Put some Creed on. It's like you guys can play it in your place of worship.
We love Creed.
Yes,
We're both Creed fans. Yeah.
We were gonna go see Creed, and then something happened.
We were gonna go see them. Yeah.
Now wait a minute. Failed date alert. Did you see that? Jeremy's like, all right, they love Creed. Jeremy gets really upset here. Look at this. Look at his face. Watch his face right here.
Yes,
we're both Creed fans. Yeah.
We were gonna
look. He's looking down. We were gonna go see Creed, but together. But then something happened. What happened? What happened, Jeremy? Did Johnny Junkers come here and get married to your bride to be?
Go see Creed, and then something happened.
Something happened. Was it Hannah Claire? Was it Melanie? Like, was it Johnny Junkers? Who, Jeremy? Who prevented you from going to see Melanie Mac? To go see this Creed concert.
Oh, we were gonna go see them. Yeah.
That's the only band I've ever seen live.
Oh, you saw them live?
That can't be true.
It's not true. I have seen small shows, but like that's.
I know. Like that was clearly a date, right? That sounds like Jeremy had a date planned. Like, oh, let's just go see this together. I just happen to have 2 tickets. I got 2 tickets to go see Creed. You like Christian music? You want to go? And then something came up, like literally anything came up, and Melanie had an escape to get out of this. Oh, look at that. We got Wellington Noda with a koala. Says gifted 1 membership. Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
And then I ever went to go see a concert, and I was like, "Ah, let's go, Creed," and it was awesome.
Also, Dr. Ritardo, Jerry's Creedless is very funny.
Dude, their Super Bowl halftime show is so probably one of the best ever.
It was amazing.
Like,
I never hated on Creed my whole life. Everyone around me was like, "Woo, Creed!" I'm like, "Yeah, they're the best."
Yeah. So what? Yeah.
Are they going to talk about Nickelback next? Let's hear about the Nickelback segment, Jeremy.
If I just start going with arms and then
with arms wide open,
everyone knows how that ends. That was an interesting era of music. You had like
there was
kind
a lot
of this,
of great music.
Yeah,
so good.
And then they canceled rock and replaced it with like it's like
right?
this song about this dude like on banging on a toilet or whatever. And I was like, where are we going right now?
Yeah,
we used to be like, you know,
I miss that kind of rock. They call it divorced dad rock now. They used to call it butt rock. Yeah.
What, Creed rock?
Yeah, they used to call it butt rock, like Creed, Nickelback, 3 Doors Down, like all of that kind of stuff. They called it butt rock for a while.
I never heard that before.
People used to make fun of me for listening to it, and they're like, "Oh, you like
I would
butt rock."
I'm getting a migraine, I think. I need that bearing like plugin that like reduces the frequency of Melanie Mac's voice. This is actually like, hopefully she goes back to being the drawstring girl and stops talking in just a second. Bear with us here.
I was like, yeah, I do like butt rock. What about it?
Yeah, see, they tricked you into even saying that. They tricked you into accepting the label. Right, that's not what it's called. It's called Awesome Rock.
Yeah.
It's called Creed. It's amazing.
Those get all huge. No bands get that big anymore. Not like no bands with like you can make the argument about K-pop, but like K-pop is fake.
Yeah,
it's
K-pop.
like this weird. Yeah, but it's also like this mafia run industry where
it is.
The K-pops. Creed used to be big, but then the K-pop they stole our algorithm audience. Yeah, there's a big like it's all manufactured music. Everything is like, let's be honest here, okay? Oh no, the K-pop, it's pushing out our god honest like Christian rock bands. Well, I don't know. I'm trying to find meaning here, Fia. I don't know what's going on. The K-pop segment. By the way, did you see when they played the K-pop band in front of like North Korean officials? That was really funny. They're like so mad.
It's crazy.
I don't know.
like
That's what we had before, right?
Crazy.
With all our old music, anyways. It was all
that's not untrue. To be fair.
By the way, like I like some K-pop, all right? I need my Huna playing Bubble Pop just before the StarCraft hour. Those are some good times. Korea time. I'll never forget it.
You have a small group of, it's not that it's evil, but you know, some of it
Right.
is. But you have a small group of people and they're just making all the decisions, and then they start bringing up this whole rap industry, and then they
What size hats did they wear?
I don't know.
I can't
Not very big.
answer that.
Not
Don't answer
very
that. Yeah.
No,
That
but
is what people say anyway.
You guys don't like Bubble Pop? It's such a good song. Bubble Pop, Bubble Pop, Pop Pop.
See, people are that whole thing. You know, I have a lot of friends that are, you know, everybody says this, but I just
Shadow gifted another 10 subs. Let's fucking go. There's no brakes on today's train. Suffer, Jeremy. 10 subs. That's more than what the fuck? That's like 7 times what Jeremy earned today on his illustrious stream with Tobuscus, which is saving his career. His channel is so fucking dead, and like that's on Kick. We have more viewers on Kick and YouTube than Jeremy could get. It doesn't make sense. He's supposed to be this big guy. It's like 10 schmeckles. Yeah, it is.
You know, I've known people for decades. They're Jewish, and they've always backed me up. And like, not everybody does.
We love our Jews. We love our Jews.
Does that? So you know,
That's
everybody.
true.
It's like people will just be weak and not even talk to me whenever I needed them, and they just abandon me. And I was like, I got screwed over by everyone, and now you're joining these people. And it's like literally.
By the way,
like,
to be clear, we're not a Israel derangement show. We
No,
don't,
we're not.
Yeah, we don't do that.
I love you.
I will make a good.
No, the thing is, I would say that ironically, but Melanie Mackey knows she believes this. Like, we're not an Israel derangement show. I love the Jews. Let's hear that again, Melanie. This is the first time I'm actually going back to hear what Melanie said.
You know, a Jew joke here and there.
like literally.
By the way,
like,
to be clear, we're not a Israel derangement show. We
No,
don't,
we're not.
Yeah, we don't do that.
I love you.
I will make a.
She loves them. People have told me that Melanie is like one of these like weirdo Zionists where she's like praying for the destruction of the temple in Israel or something so the second Christ of Jesus can come down. Is that accurate? Like she's like a Zionist Christian or something? It's weird. She unironically does love. She loves Israel.
Good, you know, a Jew joke here and there.
Whoa! Let's not go that far.
I love you.
Oh my god!
She said it twice.
No. No, I just don't. It's like I don't think about it so much. It's like, oh,
No.
they control all these things. Like, okay, well, if you look at all the top 50 corporations right now, their CEOs are all Indian now. So it's
Yes,
like
they are.
something
And women.
happens. There's these different and women are ruining everything. And
Yeah.
we go through these phases.
Melanie
She was in
agrees.
control. She was not in control of anything important, like dangerous at all. But like war, stuff like that. Stores, shops, anything really. Music, Hollywood.
Yeah.
Anyways, but no. It's like we go through these phases, and Indians are super tribal, black people are super tribal, white people hate themselves.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you look at the chart, it's
Well,
like
it's seen as bad. It's seen as bad if you're white and tribal too. You know, like
Yeah.
if
Yeah,
any other group of people is like we back each other, people are like cool. When white people do it, it's like, oh, you're in the Klan. I was like,
right. And then,
wait,
and
what?
then, and then white people are like going extinct. We're like 3%. White dudes are like 3% of the world, and it's
Yeah.
dropping because it's just they want to get rid of them. So
How many white children do these 3 people on this stream have? I wonder. You actually have 3 white people. I mean, I guess you can describe Melanie as a person for this hypothetical question. How many kids do they have each? Oh, we're going extinct. We're going extinct. How many kids do you have, Jeremy? Melanie? I don't know about Tobuscus. Maybe he does have kids.
you can bring back slavery because white people are the only ones that ever banned slavery in the history of the world, which is cool. I'm not taking credit for it, but kind of. But they're trying to get rid of and it's like most of the.
How many white children do you have, bitch? Look, don't ask the ethnicity of my girlfriend, okay?
World has slavery and it's super profitable, and they funnel billions of dollars into our colleges.
You know what they say? Never ask a white supremacist the race of his girlfriend.
Into our media.
China does specifically.
China does in Harvard and Stanford. Every single one of those Ivy League, they got uncovered in like 2016.
I'm gonna have honorary white children, okay? They'll be half honorary.
They were paying teachers $100,000 bonus to talk about how capitalism sucks and communism's the best and America's evil and racist and white people are the worst. And like, so these teachers got found out. It was called the Confucius Institute, and then they got rid of that. And I think they probably just renamed it. Hopefully not. But so colleges were horrible, and they probably still are.
Can I say something that is? It's going to sound like a non-pliment, but it is a compliment in its intention.
Before Jeremy says this, how stupid are we going to rate this phrase or whatever he's going to fucking say? From 1 to 10, post your votes in chat now. 1 being the lowest, 10 being like the most amazing statement he's ever made. This is non-pliment. You got 3 seconds to get your votes in. I'm going to wager this is going to be like a 2 or a 3.
Yeah, you are definitely more well researched on this stuff than I expected. I don't.
Tobuscus, you seem to research what you talk about. I'm like, that's amazing. Can you teach me this power? Can you teach me how to research, Tobuscus? Is it possible to learn this power? Not from a Jedi.
I don't mean that like. See, Melanie's like, that's not a compliment. I just mean like, I was like, oh, fuck.
Tobuscus, how many times did you ask Rock to get this information?
Well, Toby Turner put us an awesome song. I didn't know that you were like this deep and you knew about all this. Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
Well, I read a lot.
Oh man, Tobuscus, I didn't know you knew how much people were being murdered by immigrants. That's awesome, my dude. What do you mean? No, it's not. It's terrible.
A lot of stuff, man. But there's also Twitter, thanks to Elon, right? So a lot of the things come out, and you're like, well, the whole thing about like the tribalism. It's like black people love themselves. They think they're the best. They think white people are the worst. Asians love themselves more than black people love themselves.
Yeah.
The fun thing about Asians is they love themselves, but they hate every other Asian, which is exactly the same as each other. Because there's like between the Koreans, the Chinese, and the Japanese. I mean, with China, it gets more complicated because there's so many ethnic groups in China. But like, if you talk about like, I think it's Han Chinese, Koreans, and Japanese, there's basically zero genetic diversity between them because they've only been separated by about 5,000 years. So essentially, like, you can't tell them apart on like a laboratory level, essentially. But they all fucking hate each other, and they're all so much different than each other. It's exactly the fucking same. Okay, you've got spicy Asian, you've got less spicy Asian, then you've got no spice Asians, okay? Which is where I live. I live in the no spice Asian country where they pretend that mustard is spicy or something.
White people rank
the eye test. It doesn't actually work like that.
Themselves at like a negative. The only race that ranks us up, like they hate themselves. And
Stump Garden says, are you actually being recruited to promote Nigerian culture in Japan? Are you the new Chris Broad? Are you the new Peter Baccaran? I don't know who that is. Or maybe Matt Alt. I don't know what this is about. It's like, it just sort of popped up. And then I verified their account to being a real account. It says, maybe I shouldn't give it. They want me to be a founding guest? I don't know what it's about. I don't know why they want me. It's weird. I might just go there for the lol. Should I go, chat? Post one if you think I should investigate this Nigerian situation. I think it's just a fashion thing, but it's like, I don't know anything about fashion, so it's like weird that they're reaching out to me. It's probably just an automated message or something, honestly. I don't know. I'm tentatively interested in seeing what it's about and inviting Max Mora, and maybe we can go there and film it undercover.
So it's like I don't like that. I want to bring that back. So I'm like, hey, white people are pretty cool, man.
Your song, I think, could be a great start for White Boy Summer.
Possibly a scam. I don't think it's a scam, but I'm not sure what their angle is.
Like,
Oh, that's right.
Like,
it's well, Tom McDonald.
Well, no, don't engage with the obvious scams, but their socials check out. That's the thing. Is it's like the real domain. It's the real company. It's a real thing. I suppose they could have been hijacked, but I don't know.
One that I haven't heard it yet, but he's good. But it's like it's not like a white dude song. It's like an anti-immigrant song. But it does kind of you could work it either way.
Yeah,
but I'm like, get rid of these people that are violent criminals. Everyone should be on board with that. Get rid of the people with like a
Exactly.
Yeah, they'll go out and they'll do some horrible stuff, and the judge will be like, "Oh, but he doesn't know because he's mentally."
Well, you see the thing in the UK, right? 250,000 rapes, and then.
By the way, like this UK rape thing is terrible, but Jeremy's just extrapolating this thing. From what I understand, is that's an estimate number. It's not like actual 250,000 people. They just they have like a base number that they projected across the entire country. But I need to learn more about it. I don't know very much about the situation because nobody really is interested in the UK.
You know, people are refuting that number. Okay, fine.
Pretty big amount.
Yeah.
But if you watch the interviews and you watch like some of the guys like talking, like the whole thing, that's why Citizen Vigilante blew up. It's like she deserved it for wearing these clothes.
That's
or whatever. And the guy's like, well, I didn't know. I thought she wanted it. Like,
oh, I'm not saying it's not a lot. Absolutely, it's a terrible. All those people should be executed and hunted down. But my thing with my issue is that it's largely a failing of the UK people themselves, because like rapists are animals, right? They're like rabid dogs, and rabid dogs need to be put down. But it's the responsibility of the person with the power to put these people down and to get them out of your society. You know what I mean? And a lot of that is on the UK government, and the UK people need to actually start making some action in the UK if they want to protect their country. They need to hold the police accountable. They need to hold the politicians accountable, but they're too like buck broken to do anything about it. BobTuber2 says, Nigeria Tower N. We got potentially criminal who has been sending his Discord spies into my chat to shill his code criminal on the dragonstreasure.com for a 10% discount when you could be using code COPE for an even better 10% discount on the dragonstreasure.com, a haven for anime and tea lovers. He says with the $10 of his stolen money from my Dragon's Treasure discount code kickbacks, Mel is clearly having the look of, I don't know about all this race stuff. I just want to call people the faggot because it makes money. What a poser. I mean, yeah, that's the thing, is that she doesn't really believe in anything. Just she's looking for attention. But how's it going, Sean? How's Florida treating you? Looks pretty nice down there. Have you seen any alligators yet?
You when you held this chick down, like no, kid.
You know what's weird? Like everyone has their guilty pleasures. Recently, my guilty pleasure has been doom scrolling these like crawdad videos. So like there's this like Cajun crawdad company or something, and it's just like, we make our crawdads fresh and you can get them shipped to your door. And I was like, I've watched like 100 of these videos where they're just like farming crawdads. I'm just like, oh, those look delicious. I want to eat some, but I can't get them. They won't even let me go to their website. I tried to go to the website to see how much they cost, even though I know I can't get them shipped over here. But it's like, I've been region blocked. So this Cajun crawdad company is refusing to even let me see the price of these crawdaddies. I want to eat them. Yes, it's the Cajun crawdad company. Exactly. They're bugs. Yeah, but they're like the good bugs we eat. It looks so tasty. Wait, what? We got threatened by a gun while buying a car? Really? Tell me more. I would need to know more intensifiers. Has anyone got a clip of this? Is it on a list of clips or something?
Yeah. Yeah, just dead. Yeah. Well, the most appalling thing from, obviously, besides the rapes, that's a no.
The most appalling thing, beside the rapes, is the hypocrisy. Say it, Jeremy.
McDonald joke, right? Yeah, the Bill Cosby joke, Norm McDonald.
He's so ahead of his time. Yeah, he's like, yeah, I like his comedy. He's like, I didn't like his comedy. He's like, I love Bill Cosby. I didn't care for his comedy.
Nick made fun of Sean for being held at gunpoint. Nick doesn't even have any guns. He's barely American. He may as well move to Canada, like Idubbbz.
That made me laugh so hard. What's messed up is I make rape jokes on the internet now. Just not, but I hate them. I used to. My
Right.
ex loved them, right? So she loved these things, and I was like, no, I hate that.
Yeah.
But then now I'm just at this place where it's just cathartic to me. But then women start making them too. I'm like, no, what are you doing?
That's
not
You're
mine.
like, hold on.
It's not funny for you to make. Only I can make those.
Women are appropriating rape culture. By the way, I just noticed that Melanie Mac has a Gojira tattoo on her arm. Let's enhance this. Like, let me just see. Does Melanie Mac unironically have Gojira in katakana tattoo? Why doesn't it fucking... Hold on. Sometimes when I screenshot, it doesn't work. Enhance this real quick. I know she's a Godzilla fan. Why doesn't this... Why can't I zoom in? What the fuck? Why is my print screen scuffed? Let's try this real quick one more time. You know what? I'll reopen the crime lab. There's too much... The servers are being overloaded by my... my request to zoom, pinch and zoom. Oh, she does. She does. I was right. I just saw that. I thought it was just some nonsense, like all tattoos are. It's actually Gojira in katakana. Gojira. Oh, Gojira! Why doesn't she have a Mothra tattoo? Is she such a Mothra fan? That's pretty cringe. Like, don't get katakana tattoos. That's like super fucking cringe. Potentially criminal with another 5 says, he made fun of me for pat posting. No, stalker child. It was rightly deserved as much as it pains me to give him a W. Wait, I need to know more about this. Someone give me the quick rundown in the Discord or something.
Well, what I was saying about the 13,000 people in Europe, this is not a refuted number, got letters instead of prison time for raping women or sexually assaulting them. That was according to that report.
A strongly worded letter.
They got a literally.
Wow.
That's why that scene is so based. Where he's like, we're in therapy. He's like, oh yeah, you're saying the right things. And I'm like,
yeah. Oh my god, that whole script. The last 20 minutes or 15 minutes.
Alyssa clipped it. All right, we'll check it out after this interview, which is going to be like another hour or so, because there's no way we're getting through this. I guess Tobuscus leaves after a while, right? There's at least another hour before we get to the dong segment at an hour and 38 minutes in.
That whole script is so... It's like, not only...
I'll check it out,
like,
though.
Lure these evil people into the house, brought all the other ones over, had them come over. I don't want to do the spoiler too much, but
everyone's seen that clip. I played it on the show.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't care if you.
I see.
I saw it too.
Support the movie.
It was good.
I was like, you got to see the scene, because if you do nothing, but so like I've also told you, please don't, like, Elon probably wrote him a check, I'm guessing, to post the movie.
So. Yeah, he said the second one's gonna be even better.
Oh,
and I'm sure he gave him some money, but like, people need to see the movie. It's one of those movies. I don't want to get into that leftist tribalism where it's like, support this movie because I agree with his politics kind of thing that the left does very much so with like LGBTQ stuff in movies.
Well, yeah, he's a psychopath. The guy in the movie is a psychopath. A little bit, right?
He's like, not a good guy.
No,
like he's.
But the things, it's like some of the things that he did, you're like, why would you do that, bro? Like, I liked you, and then now I
like he runs somebody off the road for no reason, and I was like, were they bad? Like I think chat was like, you don't know they weren't bad. I'm like, okay, true. It could.
What? It's better that 1 million innocent people die than 1 guilty man go free. What is the idea? Like, let's be honest. I have not seen this movie. Maybe I'll watch it after today's stream just out of curiosity. It just sounds like it's a revenge porn movie. Like, we're going and shooting up all the Muslim families. Yay. Like, okay, I don't give a shit. Maybe it's funny. Maybe it's not. I heard there's a pretty funny staircase scene where there's like 30 different angles climbing up a staircase. But like, is it a good movie or not? That's the important thing. Like, what's the message? Like, Jeremy's like, what's important is the message. What's the message? Driving people off the road? It's like, just admit it. You just want to see brown people get shot. It's okay to admit that, Jeremy. Okay? Just be honest about it. That's what's important, is integrity, the honesty. That's what we need to know. Now, if it's like something like, what is that movie? Oh, shit, what is it called? With Gerald Butler. Law-abiding citizen or something, like law-abiding citizen, something like that, you know, where he goes on his revenge thing. If it's a movie like that, that's a good movie. I like that movie. Although the thing about that movie, its ending is shit, because Jamie Foxx literally wanted to be like the champion at the end of it. It was going to have a better ending, and then they scuffed it at the end. It's Gerald Butler, right? Gerald Butler. It's actually a really good film. I love it when he like murders that guy with the T-bone steak. That's like so like brutal. It's good.
It could be. He could have done some research and knew they were, or like mowing down the cops. I was like,
yeah, that
like,
whole part also. The fact that the cops, yeah, dude, I didn't like that so much either. But the movie's good. You got to watch it anyways.
They're part of the system.
Yeah, they are. And some of them are corrupt, but like most of them are, I don't think most of them are bad. I think most of them are good. But he's making a point maybe, and that's in Europe. Europe is worse than where we are right now.
Europe.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's so bad
Oh,
to
yeah.
look over. That's what made me like go crazy is like just looking at what's happening over there and then seeing how much support there is in Britain for Restore and stuff like that.
Shout out Tommy Robinson too. He's been on the show. I love Tommy. Look what all they did to him. And I mean, that guy's been in prison, I don't know, a half a dozen times.
I've heard his name. I'm not sure who he is. I'll look him
watch some of his stuff. I think you really like him. He's very, very like anti-Islam. He's been holding these huge rallies in the UK. And just like he went to prison for his beliefs, you know, for speaking out against Islam. And then, chat, remind me, if you haven't seen it, I forget the name of his documentary that he got arrested for showing. Chat, do you remember? It's a documentary about, you know, Muslim rapes or one of those. Do you remember, Melanie? Do you remember what it was called?
It's really strange that Jeremy is like so mad about these rapes when he's like literally walking around Renaissance fairs, like talking about inseminating every woman that he can see, including children. It's so performative. Like, obviously, rape is a bad thing. Like, we don't support rape on this stream, except raping Jeremy. That's a joke, YouTube, by the way. Like, obviously, we're talking hypothetically in a hyperbolic statement. But, like, I think that Jeremy's just, like, literally latched onto this because I don't think he actually gives a shit about anyone that's suffering. I think he only cares about himself. And he's just, like, he knows the right words to say that'll get people to say they agree with him. Because he's been getting so much shit from every angle for like the last 2-3 months or something that he's looking for anything. He's like, oh, don't you guys hate black people like me? And I don't think he even hates black people because he wouldn't be able to invite them over to bang his wife if he really hated them. But like, I think when the Angry Joe stuff happened, he was really banking on that being, he's like, all right, finally the drama has moved from me to Angry Joe. But I was like, no, Jeremy, the hate is still coming. It's not going to stop until you make amends.
I don't remember.
I forget. It was they held him in solitary confinement. Yeah, they really treated him bad. Just for,
I mean, that's true that rage baiting is his entire career. So it's just like he's just like that's his bread and butter, I suppose.
You know, speaking out against us.
That's true. If he really was against rape, he wouldn't let our ears be suffering at the hands of Melanie Mac. Oops, wrong one. There we go. There you go.
Islam, which I think is becoming more of a thing. Like Melanie State's getting taken over. Like you need to.
Yeah,
like,
Texas is getting taken over here. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of just trying to get groceries and seeing hijabs everywhere, and I'm not about it. I'm not about it at all.
Yeah, I have a buddy over in Texas too.
You know what? I'm sick of seeing like women plastered in tattoos, Melanie Mac. Why don't you do something about that?
He's
at least you can take a hijab off. You can't hide these god awful tattoos.
Silenced is the movie.
Oh,
yeah.
Silent.
Yeah.
It's a documentary. That's going to be depressing.
I guess. Yeah. I guess there are some editorial, change. Yeah, documentary is called Silence. Yeah, check that out. So
stop shilling for Muslims. I'm not shilling for Muslims. God damn it! I'm just making fun of retards. I don't give a shit about Islam and their death cult.
So it's safe to say that, by the way, for everyone who's watching this now or watching later, I think we're on the homepage of Rumble right now. So shout out.
Cool.
By the way, you should create a Rumble channel.
Not if you want to make money. No, you shouldn't.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I don't know too much about Rumble. I like it because it's got green logo. I like green. But and then they opened up a new office in Sarasota. And,
yeah.
So I just didn't go.
Apparently, I love the Muslims because they remind me of sand. I do like sand. That is true.
People think that they're cannibalizing their YouTube viewers, but they're not. They're different viewers on Rumble. It's a totally different audience.
The thing is, and this terrible noise is absolutely correct, is that Jeremy looks for other people to have his opinions. He can't make up anything himself. He's always talking about Tim Pool, Benny Johnson, absolutely Sargon. He's like, he unironically he made a skit where he pretends to drink Sargon's coom. And seeing Sargon successfully transition from like cringe internet personality to super successful like Lotus Eaters podcast is probably driving him absolutely nuts. Because he's kind of stuck. Like he's kind of stuck as the quartering. And like Sargon of Akkad like successfully transitioned into Lotus Eaters / Carl Benjamin. But Jeremy's always going to be known as the quartering. It's a time from the internet that's like kind of everyone's using the real names now, basically.
You're right. I should post the songs over there.
Oh yeah, Rumble.
Yeah, at least
love
the
your
song.
songs. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's safe to say that Get Out of the song is not a troll, right?
No.
Like what was the? I looked at. I was looking at the
people thought it was
replies
a troll.
and stuff.
No, they thought like he's trolling. I'm like, no.
Yeah, right. That's how I was like. I don't think he's trolling because, I followed you on Twitter for a while. I'm like, no, he's not trolling.
No, I want to get rid of the people that shouldn't be here. That's it.
Yeah.
And also like, you know, the violent criminals that keep getting released. I hate it. So I'm like, all right, let's make a cool song about it.
Yeah, Irina Zarutska really like,
absolutely.
This is actually a good question. Do you think he owns a suit, chat? 1 for yes, 2 for no. I actually don't think that Jeremy owns a suit. Not because he can't afford one, although it's getting pretty close to that. I think it's just that, like, he probably owned a suit when he got married, but I don't think he's bought one since. I've seen a few. I mean, I've seen his suits in like videos that are like decades old, like 20 years old. But I assume he's grown out of them and he can't wear them anymore. So maybe he owns one, but I don't think he owns one that fits.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one was
the worst moment of my life was watching that movie. That was horrible.
somebody who loved this country, who in fact asked to be buried here, you know, gets killed by some guy who's been in and out of jail 13 times. It's like,
and people make the argument, these idiots are like, well, she was an immigrant and he was an American. I'm like, I don't really care.
Yeah,
he's a
she can
violent
say
psychopath. He should be gone off the planet so I can have more air to breathe myself. And I think there's a lot of cases of that. The problem is like Trump talks.
So one of the post, like if you're not following on Kick, you miss the post shows where we have a bit more fun. One of the post shows, we were watching a bit of the Chappelle show where they have Clayton Bigsby. And there's a really funny scene. It's like, those wide nose breathing all the white man's air, white power. Like it's absolutely funny. Like Chappelle used to be so funny. It's a shame that Hollywood mind broke him when they forced him to put on a dress or they asked him to do that.
About this also, he's like, this 2% of the country is committing 70% of the crime. And I'm like, is that racist? No, he's literally, that's the fact. It's like of every society, it's not that. It's like there happens to be 2% that commits over half the crime.
Serena joined
like,
us. Much appreciated.
And everybody, and racism would go away, and like all these problems would go away if we just had a good justice system, you know?
Right.
Just like deport them into space.
Here's the thing: is that racial relations were better like decades ago when everyone was being openly racist. That's the thing. If you like. It's like I think it's I actually do think it works like this. It's like sealing up a bottle. When you tell people they can't make racist jokes and you like tone police their language and things like that, the pressure like builds up and builds up and builds up to the point where it explodes. If you just casually let people say everything, then like nobody gives a shit because all the pressure is out, all the tension's released, and everyone's just like, all right, okay, you got me. All right, let's move on. I honestly do think that life would be better if we just like had 1 week, like if we made like the purge, but for saying slurs. It's like for the next 24 hours, all slurs are legal, but then it's just like legal forever. There would be 1 week where everyone goes fucking crazy, and then everything would be perfectly normal, and society would be just much better. Because like one of the things that's always like made me very perplexed is that why should we empower the N-word so much? Because if you want to be like a liberated, confident, equal, like black man or something, why do you want like the lowest like trailer trash white guy able to say the N-word and completely destroy your day? Why would you want to give him this power? It's ridiculous. It's like this magic word you can just cause people to go into fits of rage. So just let everyone say it, and then nobody will have the power to do this to people, surely. Like, why are they giving this word such power? It's super cringe, but it's exactly like Harry Potter, where fear of the word just makes fear of the thing. So what I'm saying is that society would be better if everyone was shouting the N-word at the top of their lungs for like a week straight. And I think I'm right about this. And I haven't seen an argument disproving me because I'm just right about not everything, but most things.
Slide into
There we go.
Yeah, that would be as the song says. Yeah, by the way, if you're tuning in,
Serenity, 2 witches gifted 10 subs. Big support today. Wow, huge support. Perhaps one of the biggest streams. Well, actually, it is the biggest stream of July. Since it's July 1st for me, it's Wednesday. Let me know where you guys are watching from and what day it is. I think most people watch this in the morning. Wait, no, this is the evening. This is the evening time slot, I think, for the Americans. So it might be Tuesday evening for you now. I don't know. Choo. Let's fucking go. No breaks on this train.
We're joined here by Toby Turner. You might know him as Tobuscus' prolific content creator.
Wait, is this the beginning of the stream? 40 minutes in?
Songwriter, voiceover guy, just a prolific career. There's something somewhat surreal about you talking to you, and I think it's
surreal. It's surreal to talk to this man, a YouTuber with 3 times as many subscribers, or is it 3 times? Yeah, 3 times as many subscribers. Like, it's just a YouTuber, dude. Like, I remember when I talked to my first YouTuber. Oh my goodness, it's just like no big fucking deal. It's not like your interview. Like, I think Tobuscus is fine. I do think he's having some sort of breakdown recently, honestly. Perhaps he's just been inside his house for too long or something. But he is very funny and he's a very talented guy. But like, this is like, it's just like interviewing a guy that owns a franchise or something. It's like interviewing a regional manager for McDonald's, essentially, like a guy that has a lot of money, that he's opened a lot, he's sold a lot of burgers or something. But it's, I don't know. This is wild that Jeremy thinks this is like a big deal for him, because it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. What matters is how much you can pull in. And Tobuscus is pulling in about the same as Jeremy, which isn't a lot, if we're being like brutally honest.
Really thankful for the opportunity that I know you're a busy guy. And
he does have a little bit of a rosy nose. Some people are suggesting that he's perhaps been dipping into the sauce a bit early today. Maybe that's possible.
Respectful of your time.
I'm just doing some couple songs and stuff, but no, I appreciate it. It's fun. I almost met you once, but we didn't. Sorry, go on. I was at Luke's house. This was during the election, and I was just on stream, but I was annoying. I drank a bunch of vodka.
Well, all right. So I think the nose theory is being confirmed.
I understand completely. I understand completely. Shout out Luke. Yeah, he's doing well. Florida man, Luke.
Luke is the only survivor of the Jertanic. He got off like Luke. Luke used to be a member of the podcast. I think most people know who he is, but maybe you don't. They used to be like Mel, Jeremy, Luke, and Hannah. They were like the four amigos. Luke was the first person to get the axe because he didn't have a pair of tits that Jeremy could goon to. And like this Luke guy, he basically had a ticket on the Titanic, but then he like slept in and missed the boat departing. So he was like 1 week away from being involved in all of this drama, essentially. Like Luke made out like an absolute fucking bandit. Like Luke's in the chat.
I'm gonna get down there. Yeah, I'm gonna get down there and see him.
Jeremy's so sad about
trains
Luke.
people with guns and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He likes trains.
He's good shit. He's stayed up here a few times when in Wisconsin, beautiful Wisconsin. Where
you're in Wisconsin?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to go up there.
Oh boy, here we go. Yeah.
Uh-oh. New bull detected. Tobuscus is going to be in Wisconsin. Jeremy's like, well, wait a second. I've got an opening that you could fill.
I mean, maybe we could do a little collab. I got a student.
We could do a little bit of a collab. I'll be in the corner with the camera.
Here we could do, although I'm not familiar with modern recording tools like you are, but I still prefer using a 4-track of all things. But
cool.
Yeah, I prefer that.
Me too. I like the old school stuff better. And the digital stuff's it's such a pain.
And it's too clean. It's like
it's too clean. Yeah, it sounds like almost too perfect sometimes.
Yeah.
That's why you're playing something and you're singing a real take. Like I'm so over the AI like voices and all that.
Yep.
It's like I don't want to hear that. I want to hear like imperfections and stuff.
Yes. I think we're very similar on music taste for that reason. A friend of mine, I was helping him.
Is this when Jeremy makes up a story and tries to relate to this person he's talking to?
And in the finishing or producing his record. And I was like, that was my biggest critique. I was like, it's too perfect. Like, I prefer songs that are recorded live, one take. With, I mean, if you have a horrible gaff, you gotta re-record it. But like,
imagine Jeremy preferring like one take recordings, just like all of his shows. Interesting.
It's very difficult to, I think, capture, and maybe it's just my ear that does that, and maybe other people don't notice it. But I feel like it's really difficult to capture the energy and vibes and emotions of a song if you're recording it 70 tracks individually, as opposed to getting that core live and then maybe adding later.
I definitely.
Is Jeremy trying to like LARP as a musician producer or something? Is he just like, is this when you make up a story to try and relate to your like this cool friend of yours, or like I think that's what's happening here. I know that Jeremy owns a guitar, but like, he's giving us his music takes now. I mean, he was sharing some of the music he listened to, Modest Mouse or something, the new Modest Mouse. I mean, I like Modest Mouse just fine, but like,
I'll record and then I'll splice it up. But then like after I learn it, I'll re-sing a chunk of it and just try to get at least some of it to be more like straight.
Oh damn!
As I write it,
I just got a crazy email actually. Maybe I'll share that with you later.
I'm just like one little piece at a time, and I'll redo. I hate Logic, dude.
Yeah.
Like, what's that Modest Mouse song? Float On. That's like the only, like, I only like one song from every band. And I remember that I used to have Modest Mouse as like on my top 10 of my like get started going to work track. It was like Float On. It would get me through a shitty day.
Well, it does. I mean, there's definitely a place. Like, there's been like, been in bands most of my life.
Cool.
We definitely did the record thing where we
He's been in bands? Like, what is this? Like, he's been in bands his entire life? Come on now. Come on now. Jeremy and his secret rock music channel. All right.
45.
Yeah, I've been in loads of bands. I was playing my guitar like for the last 20 years. I'm a little bit
5 tracks, 80 tracks on a 4-piece. But like as I've gotten older, I've really been like, if I can't record on a 4-track, I don't really want it. Yeah. That's why I think like, music.
Floaton was in 2004. Yeah, I was working in 2004, chat. Okay. I know it's 22 years old. I was just starting like in my 20s around then.
Well, 4-track, I mean, you can just do it in one take on one of these, whatever the microphones.
Yeah.
Like your microphones, I could be wrong, but I think that everyone uses them because Joe Rogan. Am I wrong? Is that what is that one? A Shure?
Yeah, SM7B. Yeah.
SM7B, yeah. It's not the right kind of microphone for the stuff that I like. You have to turn
not for
it up.
vocals.
You have to boost it. Yeah, you always use the same mic for everything. But yeah, and it's not even for podcasting.
SM58, man. Sure, SM58.
Yeah,
that's like the workhorse. I think I have like 50 of them.
Yeah,
I'm ancient. He's
dented up and
old.
stuff.
I'm in my 30s for the rest of the year. Just like Melanie Mac, okay? I'm as young as Melanie Mac. We're both spry, young dudes. We're both flat, okay? Mel is 50. If you can believe it, Melanie Mac is actually 1 month younger than I am. So there you go.
Yes,
but,
yes.
But they work great. Doesn't matter. Those are fun. I like those. This one's crazy expensive, but I don't even know how to properly use it. But it sounds okay. But that's cool. You're in bands. You're like, Ian Crossland.
Yeah,
he's good. He's a good musician. I love that guy. But we were
he once pooped in the shower at Luke's house, and then
what? I was just being distracted by chat, and then it's just like my hearing is like it was just like white noise, and it's just like I once pooped in the shower at Luke's. What? Is this?
Yeah, this one's crazy expensive, but I don't even a musician. I love that guy.
All right, we're talking about music. What a segue!
But we were
he once pooped in the shower at Luke's house, and
what? Why?
And then stomped it down with his foot.
Oh wait, who is he talking about? Not him. It's someone else.
Yeah, he's good. I don't even know how to properly use it, but it sounds okay. But that's cool. You're in bands. You're like, Ian Crossland.
All right, Ian. Wait, is this the Ian from the Timcast, the stoner dude? Is that the Ian guy?
Yeah, he's good. He's a good musician. I love that guy. But we were
he once pooped in the shower at Luke's house and then stomped it down with his foot.
Why is it the poop segment? Jeremy's like a blur when the poop segment begins. He's like he's getting like animated.
Fun fact.
Wow.
You have the look of a man that didn't need to know that.
Did he do that?
I don't know.
Why would he do that? That doesn't even make any sense.
I don't know. Ian's a wild dude.
Was he on like mushrooms or something?
He may have been. I think that the story is that he was on some sort of crazy digestive cleanse where your body like sheds the mucous membrane of your intestine.
What the fuck? What the fuck? He's having an arse period? It's his monthly arse period? I gotta shed the lining of my large intestines. What are you talking about? That's not a real thing. I don't believe that. Sorry. Cleansers and like the toxins, like that's all bullshit, by the way. That doesn't exist. It's just like people give you like, I mean, I don't know this. But this is how it works. The cleanse industry, it's all bullshit. I mean, they just give you laxatives and you shit out a bunch of shit. And then it's just like, why are you being cleansed? It doesn't actually work like that. Your body doesn't work like that. Shadow with a 2,000 gig says, I'm sick and tired of this Jer bullshit, boss. Me too, bro. I'm like, how did this happen? There's only one poop story I've heard where someone had to like stomp down their poop through drains. And it was like a 4chan fat person story where they're too fat to use a toilet. So they have to like shit in the shower. And then they clogged the drains and and then people like knocking on the door saying, why are you showering? Because they were at a house party or something.
Sounded disgusting.
He told me about some of those.
Yeah, if you know Ian, like he's always doing that stuff.
Weird stuff, hippie stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, he's drinking that
besides
Copium.
that, you were shitting in the shower. Besides that, he's a
Melanie's like looking at her bank account and she's wondering if this $500 is really worth it. Like this is the crazy thing is that she is too good for this show.
Brilliant guy, super nice, talented musician,
yeah.
And like so we were gonna do some shows and stuff, but I just have to go up to wherever he's at and do that at some point. But
yeah,
like,
shout out.
Was shit in his shower?
I don't know if he would want to play the stuff I've been playing because he doesn't like the politics. I just was passionate about some things, and so maybe I'll do a couple songs that are sort of like this that I could play Like that one.
Why
don't iTunes approve my song? It's got a wholesome message. It's all like murder.
Yeah.
It's so murder.
So Jeremy's chugging this like discount Gatorade, and Melanie's just like, I have to add some commentary here. Haha. Shh. Yeah. Like, look at
that
this.
one, dude. The friggin-
Why? She's like looking at her chat or something, or reading her phone, and then she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be paid back."
don't iTunes approve my song? It's got a wholesome message. It's all like murder.
Yeah.
It's so murder.
That's such an
I
awkward
like that
laugh.
other- yeah, you had that. You sent me that other one you're working on too. I think that's a cool. It's headed in a good direction too.
That's the one I think I said.
Oh no!
Sticking him on 6 feet down in a fucking pit, all 6 feet.
Apparently, you're done both in Watch Me and Camelot, so just here for you now. Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah. The one I was like trying to use Microsoft Paint to be like, you should change the voice inflection here, and I like couldn't figure out how to. And then I'm like, why am I telling a guy with 6 million subscribers?
No.
Like,
Well, it's a rough. But man, I miss stuff sometimes, and it just happens. But it's a rough. It's just kind of a once through. It took me like 20 minutes to record it, but I have to make it sound pretty, which will take a while. But because I'm a procrastinator.
well, that's how musicians are. I mean, right? Like, I think you know.
You're supposed to send it off to some
No. There are lots of prolific musicians that do thousands of songs.
pro, and he does all the stuff. I should do it. I just really love working with very few people, and the people that I love working with the most are really busy now. And so, like Gonzo, my animator, he's super busy. I'm like, well, can I raise money and pay you like a bunch of money? Did we do some cartoons? Maybe, who knows? And then Terror Bright, super famous and busy now. So they would want to
a crossover with Seamus from Freedom Tunes.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah,
I don't know him personally, but he made me laugh a bunch.
He is.
Yeah, he's got some funny cartoons, dude. But yeah, and then we got all these. We got that. What was that? Emily Eustace, her doing the AI stuff, and then what's his name? That funds.
That's the Will Stancil guy, right? Emily Eustace.
Her animation now, and she just makes this. You know what I'm talking about?
Will Stancil.
I mean, anything. Great. She's probably, I'm sure you only work with the best, but I don't know.
No, I don't work with her. I don't work with her. She's just she does the Will Stancil show.
Oh, okay.
And like that second episode.
It do be like that, Mr. Stancil. It's crazy how like far and wide that meme went. Actually, they even had Elon retweeting "It do be like that, Mr. Stancil." And the best thing about it is Will Stancil is actually a real dude too. Everyone thought he was like just a made up parody, but it's actually exactly like he is on the show. And he even he's actually officially the most raped man by Grok. Quite crazy story if you haven't seen that.
Like, this is super funny. I haven't really watched the other ones, but it do be like that, Mr. Stancil. Like, all right. No, we got to do more voice.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I think. Oh, by the way, let me show people. By the way, if you're watching on Rumble, if you're one of the many thousands that are seeing us now. We're joined by tobuscus, Toby Turner, prolific content creator. Just released a new song that I absolutely love because it mixes. Well, I love Interpol.
How about Lazy Shell? Lazy Shell's a professional. He only works with people like Songs in the Key of CWC or something. But Lazy Shell's one of my favorite animator channels in the moment. But there's like so few, like it's so actually like shit for animators on YouTube because like short videos don't do very well like monetarily. There's a few really good animators that just don't get their dues. I think the only one that's actually got the money they deserve is like Flash gets for making their Space King. Hey, where's the next? Isn't the next Space King overdue, by the way? Like it's been a while since the last one, which was like a Christmas episode. Maybe I just haven't seen it. But like, who's the guy that I really like? Harry Partridge. He makes some absolutely hilarious animations, but he just rarely ever uploads. But he's an absolute legend. Like one of the few people that have actually taken like Flash animation tools, I believe is what he used, and make it as good, if not better, than some animations you'll see on TV.
And that whole era of like Matador Records, like Interpol, National, like that's my like comfort era.
The last Space King was pretty mid. Is that the one with Charlie from Smiling Friends, or is it a new one?
Name, dude.
Yeah, and
I used to listen to back when I was a janitor back in the day. I was listening to nonstop Interpol and Elephant.
Elephant was great.
The sunlight's making me feel paranoid.
Yeah. Yeah, that era was great. Strokes, Vines, they were both great. That was a good era of music. Now, no butt rock for Melanie, who I realized I kind of left out of the conversation
I like
here.
butt rock.
But yeah, well, go check out the song. It's not on iTunes yet. May never be on iTunes, but where can people get it?
Patreon.com/tobuscus. Well, that's up.
Yeah.
But you just listen to it on extra free. But it would be cool to have it on Spotify, dude. I was really hoping. It's like I put it up 2 weeks. I waited 2 weeks and it just says waiting approval. Never said anything back.
Interesting. Yeah, they just memory hold you. Like they're probably they'll never give you an answer.
I put the lyrics. They're like, write the lyrics to help approval. So I wrote out the lyrics. I'm like, that's not a good idea, but I did. The lyrics they're pretty accurate. That's what the song is. But yeah, maybe they didn't like that.
Yeah, I mean,
is this really an hour and 60 and 46 minutes of Jeremy just wanting to play this one song on his live stream that he's already played multiple times?
It's unfortunate, but I think
what have we learned from this interview? That Premiere Pro is shit. That CapCut is too fresh and new for the old boomers to know how to use. What is the point of all of this? Did this save Jeremy's career?
People are, they're finding it. And I'll put the link in chat as well, or you could just follow. Is it still pinned on your X, Toby?
Yeah.
So yeah, you can still check it out there and support him on Patreon. Although again, I do recommend if you're going to continue down this path of truth telling, that you embrace Rumble and other platforms. Rumble has local.
The point is to leech clout, but there is I'm going to be honest. There's no clout to be gained here, right? Like the X engagement doesn't translate over into YouTube viewers or Rumble stream viewers.
But then there's also I use Subscribestar. There's other ones that I got banned from Patreon for exposing pedophiles.
Really? I thought he got banned from Patreon because he was doxing people and harassing women in Magic the Gathering, specifically that cosplayer that he actually drove out of the entire scene. Now, Jeremy did do this expose on these pedophile judges in Magic the Gathering, but I want to say that only one of them actually had any real validity to it. The rest of them were maybe they had sex offenses registered, but they weren't actually active judges. So he was making a big cry about something that actually wasn't an issue at all. But with the one person, I think there was exposed by Wizards of the Coast. But he's makes a big deal of these 20 people or something when it's the reality was that he was doing a victory dance of people that had already been removed from the Magic the Gathering community. So he's just it's just stolen valor, just like everything else he does.
Yeah, there were a bunch of Magic.
And this is true. Jeremy used to give advice for people to hide their shit before they take it into computer repair shops.
Oh, go on.
Literal convicted pedophiles.
Wow.
That were so basically Magic the Gathering, without making it too boring, it's a card game. Events have judges, and I worked with this guy named Luke Calgiovanni, and we found 13 registered sex offenders and pedophiles.
All right, 13
who were in the judge program, and the average age of people that play Magic are 8 to 15 years old. And
first of all, I don't believe this. I think the average range of people playing Magic the Gathering is 40. But let's say this is 20 years ago. I still think you have to be an adult to play Magic the Gathering because kids can't afford those cards, right? Am I wrong about this? Surely everyone going to tournaments are adults that can afford a Black Lotus or some shit. I don't believe this. Now, obviously these pedophiles should be executed, but this is an absolute crazy statement. It's 5 to 8 year olds. Can they even fucking read the cards and understand how the effects work?
So I started doing a series of videos where I was, wow. So I started saying so I was oh, check this out. Here's all these pedos. They're in the Magic the Gathering program. I actually got, really my viewers, we got Hasbro, the company that owns Magic the Gathering, to change the rules entirely and force all judges to go through background checks because they had this really woke, we don't want
to be fair, I think that Jeremy's stealing the valor from this actual event. However, if he did cause it to happen, that's one of the few rare Jeremy W's that we have to admit.
Dead name anybody, so we went through background checks. I'm it's an all-you-can pedo buffet for all these pedophiles, and that's I think we found 13 without even.
But then, it's very strange for him to then go to the Renaissance Fair and creep on women and children.
The list of judges is publicly available, so I have this investigative reporter who's just cross-referencing everything. Well, anyway, because I named them, I got banned. They said I doxed them. I'm but they're on the sex registry. What are you talking about?
That's weird. You're supposed to. I guess you have to announce that kind of thing. But
yeah, I was too sloppy.
I think a lot of these people also didn't actually have sex offenders registry at all. I think some of these were just made up rumors or allegations that there was no evidence for. One of them, I know that one of them was confirmed though, but I think these other 12 that Jeremy was just making up essentially.
I was definitely I was too worked up. I was too young in my career.
It's kind of they banned a couple people.
They've been pretty solid. They kept that Bricks and Minifigs guy.
Yeah, that was cool. What? But I'm not going crazy. Well, I'm going crazy.
I've seen your X feed lately, Toby, and
it's fun.
This is a guy procrastinating finishing the next song. Yeah. He's on X too much. He's not writing more music.
Tweeting about upbeat stuff. Yeah. And what else? I mean, but no, it's this Citizen Vigilante. I can't believe the timing of it coming out. Exactly.
Couldn't have been better.
Right after I posted my song. So I put.
Apparently, okay. So we got some Jeremy correcting the record here. Jedi Knight of the Tifa cult. That's a good cult. He exposed the PDF after he got banned. He's lying. So yeah, I was right. It was stolen valor. He's taking credit for actions that other people did. I knew that there was some the one guy at least, but I was like, it feels like Jeremy wasn't the one that exposed this at all. So again, it's just bullshit.
Put up one song, got like a couple million views, and then put up another take of the worst scene with the worst.
It's like how you hire a con man. So you're saying that Jeremy is the pedophile that they've hired to hunt the other pedophiles?
The most offensive
What a
thing
thing
I
to
could put up.
say.
This is it. And that one got like 5 million views. But they're like, you just want to kill everybody. I'm like, no. Watch the scene. These guys they're all bad guys. I mean, he did slaughter an entire family. You can make an argument that that's not proper procedure.
Yeah, but
I'd
I mean,
just remove them. But.
Yeah, given the alternative,
We used to
to friend a predator. Come on now.
For all kinds of stuff. We used to actually for stealing horses, anything like that.
Are they gypsies? Are they evil gypsies stealing their horses? That's a Goodies reference. That's over. That's all. That reference is older than I am.
Hang them. Like we don't.
I don't think there's one person in this chat that has ever seen the Goodies. All right. If you're a Goodies enjoyer, let stand up and let your name be heard. Goodies, 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 yum, yum. They were kind of like a knockoff, like the Monkees, basically. They didn't even play their own songs or on their own instruments.
We need them. Why do we want to have these people? Yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah. Europe is definitely fucked.
They're in trouble, man.
I use this number
I
often.
can't even use the AC. The AC stuff sucks.
We got one person saw the Goodies. The Goodies was like a comedy music show where it's like they've got 4 guys. I think it was 4 guys, and they had like a tandem bicycle, but for 4 people. It's just like a British music variety show, like Flight of the Conchords, essentially, even though that's from New Zealand. Hold on. This is like some ancient stuff. The only reason I know about this is because Australian TV was like 20 years. It's a sitcom from the 1970s, okay? So it was out 16 years before I was born. Oh, there's only 3 of them. Oh, okay. I was like hallucinating that there was a 4th member of this cast. This is the absolute state of what I watched as a child on TV, okay? I remember at one point they had like a submarine. It's like, this is incredibly esoteric. This, like, I kid you not, when I was a kid, the only thing to watch on TV was basically the Goodies, Faulty Towers, Blackadder, and The Simpsons. It's like the 4 shows. And there was one Australian program, which was like the Bush Tucker Man, which is a fantastic show. But this is basically what this is who's responsible for the way I am. It's these British people. Wait a second. This is the British, like, this is what the profile picture is for their Wikipedia page. The absolute state of British humor. Oi, Nigel! The man's doing the funny walks on the television again. Come look. That's basically what it was like.
100 people. 100 people dead.
Yeah. China's trolling them with like videos of, have you seen of the air conditioning and the fan?
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, they're blaming America too. Did you see that? They're like, oh, America's putting out all these noxious gases. I'm like, bitch, it's 95 in Wisconsin right now.
They hate the carbon footprint stuff. Like,
yeah, Monty Python was the Ministry of Funny Walks, yes, but that's like the classic UK thing.
No, we like carbon footprint over here. You guys can all.
Oh yeah, and Doctor Who. Yeah,
we love carbon footprint. All life is made of carbon. We love carbon. We don't want to decrease our carbon footprint. That's for people that want to get rid of humanity. Those people hate life. No thanks. We're gonna make a bigger footprint than China.
Well, that's a.
No, we're not.
It's no, definitely. That's hard to beat. Like they really love carbon.
Yeah.
Like you think we love carbon?
We love our carbon. It's important.
They really love carbon.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to speak to you. I'm glad that Rumble
He's so
put up on
glad.
the homepage.
Can we get hashtag glad going? He's a glad boy.
A lot of people,
awesome.
thousands and thousands of people now are seeing. Let the people know. Do a little bit of pub. Like obviously, check out the song. Check out your Patreon.
Do a bit of pub. What is he talking about? We got Professor Sideburns with a $5 New Zealand dollar says, "Is the Bush Tucker Man the one where he shakes the Ebbo's hand?" No, that's a different TV show, but that's very funny. I know what you're talking about. That's a parody one, but that is a very fun scene.
Other projects do you have? Obviously, people can check out your older videos too. Go ahead.
Bush Tucker Man is unironically based. It's like a guy walking around in his Australian shorts, and he's just like eating bush tucker. So tucker is like food. Like, so it's like the bush food man, basically. So he goes around eating widgety grubs and plums and like all sorts of stuff. It's a fantastic show. You can watch it on, you know what? Do you guys want to see an episode of the Bush Tucker Man? We can't watch it on YouTube, but we can watch it over on Kick. How about a post show? We watch an episode of the Bush Tucker Man. I've done this before in Discord, but it is got Widgety Grubs. It's called Widgety Grubs. Maybe we'll see. We'll see how it is.
Not like making a, if I really wanted to come back.
When is the next Dynastream? You can definitely join a Dynastream if you want, but maybe this weekend. I want to go film something tomorrow and maybe Friday.
But I'd have to be doing it. I'm not really doing it like, it's easy. I can play video games or something, but it's and that's possible. I haven't done it. But yeah, so I have a book I'm finishing up. It's almost done. It's like literally, it's like, okay, I wrote this book basically already couple years ago, several years ago, and then I'm tweaking it now and putting putting the
2 more weeks. Trust the plan. The book's coming out, guys.
Final tweaks, and because I was waiting for it to be cleared for publishing, and then they haven't done that, so I'm just gonna publish it.
Self-publish it, yeah.
Yeah, it's super funny. But
Mark Dice does a lot of that. He does really good with his books.
Well, his are.
I'm not sure if I missed this one. But Shadow gifted another 5 subs.
Smart.
How about? Oh,
Mine's
smart. Yours is fun.
Sometimes the Kick notifications are weird where I don't see them straight away.
Mine's are smart. Mine's about zombies taking over the world and everyone's dead.
Oh, shit.
Sounds like World War Z.
And then the only people who are left is like Tobuscus and Gaybuscus. His buddy Gabe, he calls Gaybuscus.
So here's the book pitch. A zombie apocalypse happens and everyone's dead. And there's only 2 people left alive. There's me and my gay clone. Okay, so it's like, what is it, episode 4 of the Last of Us TV show? Where they meet the gay guy? That's actually a pretty, I'll get shit for it, but that is actually a good episode of the Last of Us TV show. Where they've got like the Ron Swanson guy or whatever it is. It's actually one of the better episodes of that show. There is some crusty brown gay sex in it, though.
He's like, yeah. It's Gabe Uscus. I'm like, yeah, that's what I said. Gabe Uscus. He's like, Gabe Uscus.
Wait, is Mel gonna stand up and say gay is wrong? Or is she just gonna sweep for this?
Yes, there's a pause. But anyway, so we go around and fight the zombies. Well, Tobuscus doesn't help at all. He just draws pictures of Gabe fighting the zombies. And Gabe is a super buff guy, my buddy. I'm actually bigger.
So the straight guy in this story is just drawing pictures of this shirtless, ripped gay guy who's fighting zombies?
He is in real life. Yeah. But he's the super strong bodybuilder guy that I call Gaybuscus, and he's doing all the fighting. And it starts out, it's like, if you're reading this, I'm already dead. Or it's in a book, and I'm famous for surviving this. Or it's in a book, and I'm famous for not surviving this. Currently, I'm alive, and there's a zombie in my closet. I locked him in there a week ago. Anyway.
I think that Tobuscus is the one that's in the closet at this point. If we're going to be honest about it, all right? What is this? I think this story needs to be in the oven for a bit longer. It needs to keep cooking, okay? It's not quite done yet, Tobuscus. The Gaybuscus story where you're drawing him like one of your French girls while he's fighting zombies. I'm not sure about this, Chief. I think this one is maybe best left on your DeviantArt, or blog or whatever.
It's just like,
yeah, I love it.
It's cool. It's very funny. There's some really funny parts, but
that'll come out funny.
In hopefully a month. Hopefully.
Do we do an audiobook reading of this book, chat? It's coming out in a month.
Before October.
Well, when it comes out, we'll definitely have you back on to promote it too, because I think,
why doesn't Melanie Mac hate the faggots though? Isn't she a homo denier? Isn't this she's actually she really doesn't look happy. If we zoom in on her stupid face right now, if this will actually work. By the way, I do actually have YouTube Premium confirmed. She does not look happy. Her entire career is built off the idea that she hates gay people. And Tobuscus is shilling this, and he's it seems like he's about to come out. She is not happy. I mean, I get she does support the gays actually, since she did marry Johnny Junkers.
I really, I don't know, one burning question I have is
she's thinking why do all the men that I like turn out to be gay?
Were you always kind of based on this and just never talking politics, or was there kind of a moment where
she's actually silent now? She's actually ruffled.
You're like,
well, it was always American. It was always American.
Yeah. She's sucking air through her teeth and nodding and not saying anything. She's actually shook. She's triggered.
I was always pro guns, and I was always pro, defending yourself. And I'm from Florida, so I was always.
She's looking for a safe topic to come back into the conversation. I like guns in Florida.
Florida man, right?
Yeah.
But in LA, I was like, everybody's all friendly and happy, and then you find out that you're like, well, there's kind of a conflict going on, and it's like we don't know exactly what the solution is. but it's like something isn't working. So it's like, well, clearly everyone hates America who goes to college. They all hate white people for banning slavery. They don't know that's why they hate them, but that is kind of why they hate them, because it's a massive slap into the face to a huge industry. There's like tens of millions of slaves all over the world. Africa.
To be fair, it was pretty anti-Semitic of white people to ban slavery.
Still today,
China,
India. India has the most in the world.
The Uyghur Muslims in China.
They push them out of windows if they disobey them or whatever. And so like we're bringing people to America from places with slavery now. We don't want those guys here. You guys didn't figure the whole slavery thing out yet? No, we don't want you here. So that's I guess where I started kind of thinking about it. COVID was insane. Lockdown was horrible.
Oh, yeah.
It was so dumb. I went to Florida.
Was that when you went to Florida, or you just
to Florida 3 months before the virus?
Jeremy's like, what is happening with Jeremy's face? Like we talked about this at the beginning of the stream, but like unironically, what has happened to his camera? Now, as a man who has camera issues all the time, what the fuck is going on here?
It's happened because I was told the virus was going to happen 3 months before. So and I tweeted.
Wait, so he knew? He had the inside scoop? Tobuscus, get your family or your get gay buscus in yourself to a safe location. We're unleashing the coof. He knew 3 months prior
about it and it got deleted. But
that was a crazy era. Yeah.
So they told me, they're like, a virus is going to happen and then a vaccine's going to happen and China's going to buy up our food supply. And I just watch it all unfold. Anyway, they're like, go to Florida. That's going to be the best day. I'm like, okay. So I go to Florida in September of 2019. And then December is when the virus happens. So I go because I'm like, all right, you signed.
That's a good point. Why doesn't he want us? If he knew all about this, he could have saved everybody.
Insane, but I've never heard anything quite so insane in my life. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it. So I literally went from California to Florida and just watch it all kind of go down.
So Tobuscus confirmed. Toby Turner confirmed one of the elites, Melanie. He had prior knowledge.
Oh,
yeah, he's now confirmed.
Well, just give us a heads up on the next thing.
Okay. My DMs are open, Toby.
Yeah, I'll tell you. But no, it's like here's the thing. Here's the bad part about it. The people that told me quit their jobs at the government and moved into the forest and changed their names. So they were scared. They told me about that. They moved into the forest and made their own.
I think this story's fake as shit. That he had the government glowies contact him and they just happened to move into the forest and change their names. Why were they afraid of spending a few months inside working from home? This sounds like, yeah, this is actually a schizo alert. I don't know.
Laboratory where they're filtering blood so they can filter out nanoparticles. So any of the vaccines that
what? Wait a second. This went off the rails. Why didn't the interview start with this? I'm actually intrigued now. Tell me more about these nanoparticles.
So here's the thing. Here's the bad part about it. The people that told me quit their jobs at the government and moved into the forest and changed their names. So they were scared. They told me about that. They moved into the forest and made their own
forest cream pies. Very funny.
Laboratory where they're filtering blood so they can filter out nanoparticles. So any of the vaccines that they filter it out. And it's a dialysis kind of thing, right? They do it in China too, but they do that up in Minnesota. But
what? How does Minnesota relate to this? Why is it always come back to like the Bush dialysis machines?
I don't know if it works or not, but maybe. But anyways, yeah. If I was elite, then I would feel. I was not confident. These guys would not move away.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I just realized why the Quartering nuked his YouTube stream. I thought it was because he was embarrassed at the pathetic 130 people he could get watching on his show. But look at his face. He nuked this interview that he was hyping up because he's afraid that Tobuscus talking about the coof is going to demonetize his channel. He's terrified of that. What an absolute pussy. Like YouTube, yeah, they were pretty aggressive with, like a few years ago, but Jeremy, it's over. We can talk about it now. What an absolute coward. He's scared.
And freak out.
That's convincing.
They're calling me all the time like, this is crazy. This is real. This is real. We know.
Well, that's like what having Luke as a friend is like. I get a text from Luke in like the middle of the night. I'm like, he's like, dude, did you see this? Either he usually sends me videos of AI street food, Indian street food and like Pajit memes, Indian memes, or like, hey, this is a new pill you need to take because there's a new scary thing coming out.
I'm not sure I want to be subscribed to this Luke medical information.
Pills and the supplements and all that stuff. I mean, it's interesting. I don't do that stuff. Methylene blue, I have some of it. Maybe I should try it again. But Alex Jones loves that stuff.
Well, because he's selling it too. I mean, they see it always kind of got to be a little. I mean, RFK takes it. I'm not for or against it. Before I want to get one.
Picture P blue, which is great.
That was it.
Huh?
Oh, okay.
Video?
No, not again. Not
I'll
another
post
one.
it on my Twitter.
Huh?
Yeah. Melanie's a big methylene blue girl, right? You're
I am.
No.
I've never tried it. No.
I'm not sure I want to take advice from these people. Like, didn't Melanie go to the hospital because she was eating butter? She was like just eating sticks of butter, and then she had to get hospitalized. I'm not sure I want any of this Middle information.
I figured you'd be open to it. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I've looked into a little bit. I'm like, what is this stuff? I don't know. I'm scared.
It's like dye. It's just weird that.
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared to take like even supplements. Like,
yeah.
It's weird, but
She's afraid to eat like vitamin C and supplements and stuff. Like, but she's going to eat sticks of butter. I mean, she looks like she could use a lot more sticks of butter.
Yeah. So if you're into it and it works, if you think it works for you, good for you.
Is butter a euphemism for crowns? Yes, it is.
The last thing I wanted to ask, if that's okay, just because it's kind of an elephant in the room that we all three of us have kind of something in common.
Oh, the elephant in the room. Oh, this is going to be edgy. Brace yourself, chat.
And I think we all view it. I mean, I know Melanie and I view it the same way, but like, we've all been like canceled, not to your level. You were epically canceled. But yeah, one of the OG hardest cancels I've ever seen in my life.
I invented cancellation.
Yeah, Toby. Yeah, he got butt fucked bad.
I could have just kept making stuff. I just was like, fuck you guys. And
yeah, well, isn't it funny how? So the point I was getting to is it kind of feels like being canceled creates kind of like it's like a superpower, because once you go through it once, you like
there's nothing else
you don't give a shit anymore. Yeah, like. Melanie's been canceled.
I don't like it. I wouldn't recommend, but it's kind of like necessary if you're gonna do anything in your life. Like, you don't want to just prance around on fucking this dodging glass all the time. It's like
this isn't even really like being canceled. They got some YouTube videos got removed. Like, being canceled is when you lose access to your banks, your job. If anything, they like grifters off of these situations to only gain more attention from people. Like, Jeremy's always trying to get canceled because he knows it's like a boost in the algorithm. Like, I think PPP of the Kino Casino has a theory that he wants to get his coffee into Walmart so that it can get removed, and then he can claim he's being canceled by the big businesses and shit. But they absolutely, like, all of these things that they use, that they talk about, like false flags and like government conspiracies, that they all are trying to use the same techniques to try and boost their own like bank accounts. It's pathetic.
Okay, I'm just gonna walk here then.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Get the fuck out of my country, immigrants.
Fuck out of my country.
Yeah.
Someone's saying that Melanie's half Indian. Is that true?
I found it to be. Melanie had her famous Gooner Gate. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but
I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah.
Tobuscus is like excited though. He's like Gooner Gate. Oh, interesting. She's a Gooner, my kind of girl. But it's actually the opposite.
I have no clue what that is.
She basically said like she had some views on video games.
Anti-Gooner.
Well, yeah, I'm anti-Gooner games, and so like, because then you had like the.
She's got a tattoo of Lara Croft on her arm, and she's anti-Gooner games.
Because it was like, okay, the anti-woke started speaking against like the making female characters look like transgenders and stuff, and I was all about that. But then it was like all of a sudden they started really pushing Gooner games, and I was like, wait, guys, I'm all about making female characters look pretty, but I'm not about.
But not too pretty.
The Gooner games,
What's
like
the Gooner game?
Gooner games are like.
Go ahead, Melanie. Yeah,
it's like these games that are like they make them for women too, but it's just like these games that are
Chinese thing or something.
Well,
it's not like a full-on sex game.
It's kind of. It's like soft porn. It's like they basically that's the purpose of it.
If you're making a sexy character? How can you complain about it? Oh, no, wait. Oh, I want sexy characters. You can't make them too sexy, though. Like, what is the correct amount, Melanie? Are you going to be the arbiter of every game? We got conspiracy of everything with a 2,000 kick saying, this is rich coming from Jeremy. He is a slave to YouTube's terms of service more than anyone. That's exactly the reason that he deleted the video, is because he's a slave to the terms of service. You can't be talking about the coof on YouTube in 2026, Jeremy. It's too risky. The channel that he hasn't live streamed on in like 4 weeks, he's like, no, this is a little bit too edgy, actually. I can't risk it. I guess the mortgage payments are just like so close down to the wire, Jeremy, that he's like, you know how they say that the majority of Americans don't have enough money in their bank account for like even a $500 expense? That's Jeremy. If he gets one channel demonetized, it's over. And he's even admitted this because he's talked about how the last attempt at canceling him, which is actually very effective because now he's been like relegated to a point of the internet where nobody gives a shit about him, except people making more money off him than he is himself, is that he's terrified and he knows that he can't retire if he actually lost his day-to-day income.
Is to make the player goon. Like
okay.
that.
Okay.
There's not much depth to it. It's like those cheap gotcha games, and it's just like, oh yeah, here, just
name the game, Melanie.
I heard about the gotcha game. I don't know anything about that.
So
but I just started interacting with some VTuber And I have a tweet from like 10 years ago. I was like,
Is it Kirsha? Kirsha's based.
I don't know.
You don't have to say who it is, but she's great. Yeah,
just random, just whoever. I just followed a couple people. And then, but yeah, 10 years ago, I tweeted, "I wish girls had tails," and then that one blew up again.
Oh yeah.
It's like, me too. I like this Toby guy. I'm like, hey, what's up? Welcome.
So Toby is posting feet pics. He's talking about furries, and he's got a book coming out in the next month where him and his gay clone are in the zombie apocalypse, and he spends all day drawing this ripped up muscular gay tobuscus. Is Melly going to say anything about this? Or is she just going to sweep it up? Sweep it up, Mel.
Yeah, Toby is single, ladies. So if you have a tail out there, and
if you have a tail,
if you have a tail,
yeah,
requirement.
Yeah, and feet. The but yeah, she's been a.
I've been canceled a million times.
She got canceled over the
COVID vaccine stuff
because I didn't. I don't understand.
Well, like
your channel gets deleted or what?
Well, she got fired from her.
I actually got like because I used to do a bunch of mainstream video game hosting and stuff, and
all right, so she was on like G4 or something. I think she just got like aged out of the market, or maybe people like Morgan Webb and I don't know who. There's a person that played Sonya that you know who I'm talking about, the Asian woman. I think she got priced out of the market because she was too flat, and then she's going to blame it on converting to like Christianity.
Oh, I saw that stuff.
Yeah, GameStop TV and all that kind of stuff. And so then it was like, okay, after I started like speaking out against the COVID vaccine stuff, and
yeah, she hit 28 and got dumped. It seems like they're what really happened.
My Christian beliefs and being against like the pride parades and this and that. Yeah, that was like any mainstream. Yeah, any mainstream gamer stuff. Like not anymore. Like I lost almost all my friends. And yeah, no more of those mainstream opportunities I used to get.
Mel's been pushed out of 109 friendships, but everyone else is wrong.
But hey, it's just like you said though. Getting canceled is like it's needed for.
So Shadow says, I stream on Kick and YouTube under this name. Send me a message on Steam if you want to join your game. I assume you're talking about the Isle. Yeah, let me check this out. I'll go. How do I go to your channel right now? I guess I just search for it afterwards. I'll definitely follow you, and I'll send you a message next time I'm playing the Dino games. Do you play on the Petite Pied server?
Most people, because then you just quit caring what people think, and you just need to get it out of the way, and then
you can't be honest otherwise. I mean, is your soul just for sale? It's like I never sold out.
Exactly.
As far as I know, but I would get paid to do product promotion stuff.
I don't know, Toby. You had action figures. I mean, I'm just saying.
I like.
Does Jeremy own a Funko Pop of Tobuscus?
Those things, dude. They're cool. That was in line with my beliefs.
Yeah, that's true.
We had, bro. It was so sad. I was gonna be in every Walmart in the world.
Wow.
Never put a single one in the store. So I sold them on myself. But it was so annoying. And that's the thing that's just so dumb, dude. It's like the whole situation is just like it's a very sad thing. I mean, I don't think about it too much now, but it's like finding out that someone, women get bitter and angry and jealous and stuff. But it's like you don't really. That's why it's hard for me to find people that I trust now. But
are you jaded now? I feel I get kind of jaded now when I talk to people though. Like I'm like
that kind of happened.
Jeremy. Like, does Jeremy have a single friend left that he doesn't pay? I don't think so. The crazy thing is that Jeremy thought he was really popular. He thought he was very influential. He thought he was a big fucking deal. But it turns out he was just the biggest pay peg on the entire site. And everyone hated him, but they just didn't bother to talk about it because there's no point to. That's why the dog pile was so large on Jeremy, because he's just been building up grievances for people for about 20 years.
I just think everybody hates me. It's like, oh yeah, well they'll turn.
That's not true. Can we get some ones in chat for liking Melanie Mac? Let's see some ones in the chat. Okay, no, that's not true, Mel. We don't hate you. Let's see those ones. Anybody? Is there a contrarian person in the chat? All right, we got one for Melanie Mac. There you go. Predom Corpse is a Melanie Mac enjoyer.
On me like they all do. Like that's just always in the back of my mind. Like it's only a matter of time. I'm going to share something that offends them and they're not going to want to be my friend anymore. Like that's always something I battle with.
Yeah, but it's just like, well, fuck you, and then mute him.
There you go.
Yeah, that's this guy today, he was like, I'm sick of these famous people thinking they can just say all this stuff and then nothing happens. I'm like, I'm sick of you thinking violent criminals should be released by corrupt judges onto the streets with everybody else in my country. By the way, get out of my country. And I get like 1,000 likes. He gets 1 like.
I saw that. That was a pretty epic ratio. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, guys. I got likes on Twitter. I got a lot of likes on Twitter. You guys want to hear the news? 10 people liked my post. This guy got 1 post. I ratioed him. The hard-hitting journalism of the Twitter ratios. Wow. Big epic W. Jeremy actually loves this segment though, because he dreams about people liking his Twitter posts.
Yeah. That I think getting canceled is what does what pushed that. Someone says,
do you want to know how many likes I got on Twitter today, chat? On this post here, where I talk about the quartering only getting 135 viewers and $7 in super chats, that got 185 likes. I didn't even have to like my own post this time, as I usually do. Winky face.
Your friends, Mel, not like chat and Jeremy. Hey, I'm ride or die.
It's the Twitter update segment.
I'm hard.
Yeah.
I'm also ride or die.
Yes, me too.
I'm ride or die. Both of you guys, you're both my best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I don't...
Everyone in chat celebrating the epic ratio. This is going to be a reoccurring segment of the show now. The Twitter like updates.
I don't.
Let's go big support the Twitter likes.
Melanie dragged me down like multiple times, and then she got dragged into my shit. So I'd say we'll call it even.
Yeah, we're even now.
Yeah,
I don't read.
Actually, the chat is actually very supportive of the Twitter likes. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe Jeremy was onto something here.
Anything about anything.
No, it's good. It's good.
It's all nonsense.
It's dumb.
Yeah, but I mean, it's hard to find people who are ride or die in a world where like.
Yep.
What is it like? This ride or die thing is such a. It's always the worst people that are saying this phrase "ride or die," because I do believe you should stand by your friends. Okay, I absolutely believe that. I believe in friendship. Okay, the power of friendship, in fact. However, there's no virtue in standing next to your friend as they commit something immoral, right? Like I've got a ride or die friend, Max, up in Tokyo. If I start murdering children, I don't expect him to stand by my side. I won't call him a rat if he disowns me, because that's the right and moral thing to do. Imagine standing up for your beliefs, Melanie Mac, like you hate homosexuals. And they've got this guy here that's talking about his homo fantasy zombie apocalypse movie, and you won't even raise your voice until he talks about the Florida and gun segment. That's called being a spineless worm. It's about that loyalty. Loyalty is great, but loyalty has to be hedged in morality. Stand up for something. God damn it. But she only stands up for her $500. This is the only reason she gets on this show.
Attention culture is like a currency.
Now it's easy for me because those are the people that just never went anywhere. So it's like, oh, there they are, and they're never going to go anywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's nice. That's the way to like burn away the whatever leeches.
Yeah.
All right, I got Don Flurgandy. Don Flurgandy with the 404 News. He responded to my request for a screenshot. So this is actually going back to this Twitter segment very briefly. But this is the Quartering live YouTube chat. So he actually got it because I woke up and I saw that the stream was already over. This is the YouTube chat on Jeremy's side. This is the 135 people. Let's see how many of these are honest Quartering enjoyers. We've got Free Tobuscus. Is Toby Jewish? ? Did Jeremy contract midlife Down syndrome somehow? Keep being you, Mel. C. Okay. 1 second later, chat. He's real good. I got this. This is unlistenable. I can't wait for the casino edit. TDS mob is sad. How many are bots? You'll never forget being a rude piece of shit for trying to get me out of Goonagate, you lying trash. N. We got Dr. Weird starting at N. Oh, you can't build your own N towers. This is silly. He's definitely on the show. Wait, did they actually do it? Did they actually build a tower? Jeremy's chat was so dead that Dr. Weird almost got away with it. This chat rules. 3 racists and 1 live shit show chat. Wait, is there actually only 5 people in this chat? Oh, buddy. Don Flurgandy with the win here. Like, he always gets a scoop somehow. I don't know how he does it. We're getting a lot of ends. There's a lot of end towels in here. For once in a life, Rumble IQ chat is higher than YouTube. This is the one Quartering enjoy, this Corey guy, I guess. Oh, this blue collar clips almost got away with it. Keep towers up, brother. He ruined the tower, though. The cup tower. Oh, Dr. Weird got away with a fag. Look at that. No! Corey bros, no. Look, the Corey's actually unironically the one sweeper in Jeremy's chat. Look at this. For once in a lifetime, Rumble's IQ as chat is higher than YouTube's. Then look at this. Super restarted people in this chat. No, you can't be calling people retarded and then misspell retarded, bro. Not the restarted people. I mean, maybe he's trying to do this to get away in the road filter, but I think he's just retarded. Oh no. What? Other men have been in his wife most of their marriage. He's nestless. Jen knows nothing. Oh, those are very funny. Based Don Flurgandy. Let's give that a retweet real quick. There we go. All right. The Jeremy segment's almost over. Then we're going to get into the Sean segment and then the Idubbbz segment.
And I think about it. Like my first big canceling, almost all of my friends I lost at that time, they're not like getting any views anymore. Like they quit
they're all
making
cooked,
content.
right?
They're all done.
Pussies.
Yeah, they're all done now. And it's like, oh wow. That's crazy.
All right, there's about 10 minutes left of this. We've almost just come on, chat. We can do it.
Someone said, wait. Oh, so you guys got
Tobuscus some Zen right now.
Oh, terrible habit. Terrible habit.
I need something. I need some habit, bro.
I don't even know what that is.
Pissed. My wife is so pissed about them. I used to smoke. I smoked for a long time. I quit like 10 years ago.
For 2 years, and then I was like, I gotta stop this.
Yeah, vaping is. If you're gonna vape, just smoke. That's my opinion. Like,
I was like,
yeah.
What? Hey, look, if you're gonna do coke, you may as well do like crack cocaine. Why not, eh?
But she's like, you quit smoking. It was so hard for you to quit smoking, and I'm like, but I love these fucking things, and I don't get like.
So, the thing is, Jeremy is a consumer down to his very DNA. He's like, oh, I quit smoking, but I love cigarettes. Like, I can understand if you're addicted to cigarettes, but like, imagine saying you unironically just I just love cigarettes. God damn it. I love smoking. Smoke.
I'm not coughing and I'm not, and
yeah, I can sing with this stuff, and vaping was terrible.
Oh, is it nicotine then?
Nicotine.
Yeah, it's just
I do minimum dose.
Yeah.
But
I stay at the minimum too. My friend does 9s, and I'm like, Jesus, dude. I'm
Oh,
like,
we got Dr. Retardo. Wait, is that the very same Dr. Retardo that was building towers in Jeremy's stream earlier? I recognize the name just now.
Is there 2 or 3? Like that's all I need. If he's like doing 9s, I'm like,
no. Oh, it's not the same. Okay, never mind.
I probably throw up.
That's like something. When I first tried like before, I felt like I was gonna throw up. Like my mouth was like watering, like in the pre-puke stage. Yeah. I was like, oh, how do you fuck do you do? We were at bowling one night. I'm like, give me one of those 9s. And I'm like, oh, I can't do it. No fucking.
What is this the actual mind of the smoker / like vape / what are they called? Zin addict. It's like I tried a 4 and I thought I was gonna throw up, so I kept doing them. It's like I'm addicted. Why? Like I tried a Zin or whatever they are once or twice, and I was just like, this is awful, and I just don't do them.
So I want to remind people, go check out this song. I would play it, but it feels weird playing it with him here.
I already watched Melanie listen to it like 500 times.
That's
okay. Yeah, she did. Yeah, she we got a nice raw reaction.
Is Melanie listening to this song as much as I listen to like Lazy Show?
There, she hadn't.
It was awesome.
Yet.
Yeah. She had no clue. Maybe
I didn't see it.
And then the thumbnail comes up and she's like,
I knew. I was like, oh, this is gonna be a banger.
Yeah, maybe after Toby leaves, I'll play it because we're still on the Rumble homepage, so there's many thousands of people I could hear the song.
Okay.
Play it, dude. Play it.
Yeah, all right, I will play it.
There are dozens of us.
All right.
It's a brilliant song, man.
Yeah, all right. I'll play it for people. This is a new song, and then you can get it, I guess, on his X, or I mean, support him on Patreon.
It's not on iTunes yet. Maybe it will be, but it's called Invader Scum. Yeah.
Yeah, Invader Scum. Yeah.
English.
All right, well, we'll listen to the end of this, and then we'll move on.
Do you speak it? If not,
Jeremy's actually shaking. Look at him. He's shaking his Zin canister. He's desperate. He's Zinless.
I'm sick of these people who think that we're equal. Get out of my country before we delete you. We don't want your
Tobuscus actually looks like he's in good shape, though. He's been hitting the gym.
culture. We don't want your flags here. We don't want your language polluting our street signs. Go fuck yourself, invader scum.
Enjoying it.
Go back to wherever you came from. Saw a lady replace the USA flag with a flag from Somalia. She said she loves her country but hates our history. I said Somalia still.
Oh, that line goes the hardest, I think.
Go fuck yourself, invader scum.
All right, I've had enough of this. It's okay. It's okay. All right, we're going to have a quick break. I'm going to be right back, chat. I need to go to the bathroom. We'll put up the banner. We'll be right back, and then we'll continue with the Sean segment, which is very short, apparently. But Sean was held up by a gun. I don't know what this is about. It's on illicit clips. Be right back. I'll give you a tax-free, eh? How about that? All right, be back in like 2 minutes. 2 minutes tax-free break.
Did you hear me? It is tax-free. My Zannies, my hookers, my super chats too. Hit that button, cause every single super chat I got it tax-free. Tax-free. Take out your pill bottles, shake your pills, shake your pills, because it's gonna be tax-free. Tax-free, tax-free. Tell your wiggers that we got it. Tax-free in my little tin shack. Cats flying in tornadoes. Gun flopping up and down, let's get the guns out. Gun, 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 gun. Shake it around when it's tax-free. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. It's a tip, so it's tax-free. But wiggle. You best not fold the bullshit because these super chats, they all tax-free. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yo, Faith, don't make me say it. Squeeze. Child support, Faith, it's tax-free. Compass sneak, cause it's tax-free. That's right, bitch. Now kiss my Gucci hat. I said kiss it. It's authentic, bitch. It's time to gun out. Shake your gun like you mean it. Squeeze. Welcome to the kill street. This song. Wiggle, wiggle. What you mean I'm drunk? I'm sober, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Maybe one more. So take out your pill bottles and shake your pills, and wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. It's a tip, so it's tax-free. But wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle.
All right, we're back. Whew, I need that break. I was drinking a lot of coffee this morning, unlike Jeremy, who never drinks coffee. All right, where were we? Where were we? Is there anything good? Like, is anyone that's seen this know if there's anything interesting after this point? Apparently, there's a dick at one point that just straight up like dong posts on main, but I think I should probably avoid that since we're on YouTube. Max Moore with the 200 yen says, Max, stand by side until Jap police arrive. What? Max, I got an invite to go to some gala for Nigeria. Do you want to go? Like, if I can arrange this? We could go and dress up in like in Nigerian clothes or something. I don't know what this is about. Maybe it's a scam. Are you interested in this? Should we investigate these immigrants or whatever this is? I don't know. Let's see. None of it is interesting. All right, let's go over to a quick like palate cleanser, the Sean segment. That's enough of Jeremy. That's enough of Jeremy for now. This is apparently Sean. Is this gonna work? Hold on a second. My internet fucked. Better not be. That'd be embarrassing if it was. Where is this? Where'd it go? Oh, it's Alyssa Clips on. Yeah. All right, here it is. Bring this up. So this is like Sean got like, it's muted. I know. Sean got potentially criminal and his future Mrs. Martin 2.0 assaulted with a firearm on July 28. Apparently he's like Fed posting or something. We'll see about this. Okay.
Core memories have been on Florida stories tonight. Core memories have been unlocked. We were assaulted with a firearm this week. A lot of fun to that. And 2.0, just so you guys, if you don't believe me, 2.0 is here to verify that this actually happened. And the funny thing is,
now this is the most authentic accounting as we can get. It's like, because future Mrs. Martin has never lied, obviously. I'm not even joking.
She saw it. I saw like the last half second. But she got to watch this guy pull a gun out. Well, I'm like, we'll get all to that.
Is this a Sean bad driver confirmed?
To that in a second here. But yes, Florida man achievement unlocked. I know, not even a month here, chat. No, but we'll talk about that. We'll also talk about like things that, we did right, that I didn't do right, like obviously the Pat posting, in hindsight was really fucking gay and really fucking cringe. But you know what?
What was the Pat posting?
I did it. I'm gonna live with it. You know, we're not deleting it, so it's gonna be there. It's gonna be there, chat.
I gotta go to Sean's.
Anyways, guys, the lovely future Mrs. Smart 2.0.
Hello, chat.
Do you just say like hello, chat? Like you're like, you know, we're talking the dog's bollocks, taking a piss on the dog's bollocks. Anyways, we went to go buy a car yesterday. At 2.0 got a new car. We got a 2026 Forester Subaru.
All right, here it is. All right, this is the Pat post apparently. To the cholo who flashed his Taurus at us today, it's a bummer. My better half convinced me not to bring my G19 car shopping. We would have had some fun, homies. I mean, it's just a fun little post. I'm gonna like that. There you go. There we go, Sean. That seems fun.
That's, you know, being car.
Tough guy,
anyway,
Sean.
While we were out test driving stuff during the day, I was driving the Outback. But what happened is we were driving.
Is there a steakhouse back there?
Down the street, and we were driving on this. You know, we'd already driven this way once with one of the other cars already. And I drove, and we were just driving through Ocala, Florida, where like the big Subaru dealership is. And we were just like, you know, we were cruising down this like little thing here, and I'll show you.
We got a very like disloyal comment. Sadly, Sean, your hitbox is kind of big.
You guys, where we went, it was like really funny.
Come on,
the
now.
dealership's here, I promise, chat. It's
now.
just a dirt spot right now, but
Hey, it really is just like Australia. There's just a bunch of dirt
there. We went to Subaru. What's that?
They were only open for 2 months.
Yeah, they've only been open for 2 months. Everything's brand new. But we started driving, and you know, we're just, you know, we start test driving. We go down this way, down College Road, and we go and go and go and go. So we get to is this it? No, we got to no, we went to Tartland Road though.
Tartland Road.
So we go down to here, we go down this, and we're cruising along, and we come up along behind, like we drive like all the way down to like right here, and we like I drove on the road. Sorry, I'm like, oh, you drove through the yard. That's where the line goes. So we come back around, and we're doing okay. Like everything's fine. The car drives nice. The Outback's great.
Okay.
And we come up to this spot on the road, and we're coming up, and we're coming down here to the intersection, and we pull in this lane right here. We pull in the left turn lane, and we're sitting there.
Why is he driving on the wrong side of the road?
The light, and it's me 2.0 and the guy that we were buying a car from, Pierce, right? Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, I'm like Pierce. I'm like Pierce Morgan. I'm like, oof. No, he's like Pierce, like Guy Pierce. I was like, all right, okay, cool. Not spelled the same. So we turn left, and as we're turning left, some guy just started beep 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 beep, and I don't know what happened. And I look in the back, I look in the rearview mirror, and there's a car just honking his horn, and you know, I don't know if it's because I'm not going fast enough through the turn, but it's not my car. Like I tend, like when you're test driving a car, you drive it a bit like grandma because it's not mine. And as we're going, I asked the guy behind, I asked our guy, I'm like, did we hit something or did something happen? He's like, no, man, you're good. Keep going. At 2.0, I was like, yeah, I don't know either. So we go, and he comes like flying around us and like swings out past us. And then he pulls up next to us, and he's like screaming at us. And I'm like, okay, sorry. Like, you know, like nobody flipped him off or nothing. I'm just like, sorry, bud. Like, I don't know. Like,
I already like Sean. You don't have to give me these information.
You don't keep going. And I was really confused. We're cruising, and we're going back down the road, and we get to like right about here, and like he fucking slows down, and he's like out the window waving us on, and we've kind of slowed down a little bit. And we're like behind him, and I'm like, I don't want to go past this guy. Because like if he tries to cut us off, if I'm behind him, he can't stop. Like, and I'm way behind him, can't cut us off. But like we got to go, so we eventually drive past him, and he starts screaming and hollering again, and we're just like, we're just gonna go. And
he's hollering.
The guy in our car is like, just keep going. And I'm like, I agree, we got to keep going. And we pull up to here, and we pull into the turn lane. And as I'm pulling up to the turn lane, I'm like, about right here, because we're gonna go left, and you literally pull into the parking lot right here.
Shouldn't he be driving on this side of the road though?
All of a sudden, I just hear two people like, oh my god, holy shit! And the guy in our back, our salesman's like, what the? And I'm like, what? And I turn and look, and he's like, just now putting his gun away. I just saw like a little, like the tip of it, and he just like hauls ass into like, in I don't know, Choloville over here or whatever it is. And we're like, I'm like, what the was all that? Two girls like, he pointed a gun at us, and she's all giggling about it, and I'm like, all right, am I so far pretty?
They're on safari. They're just like, we saw the rare animal.
Close.
Oh, they actually, I guess it's a common one bad down in Florida.
Okay, and you know, we go in and pull in, and you know, we go talk to the car, like the general manager's like, I'm so sorry, you guys okay? And I really was like, I looked at the we should have been like, no, I'm so scared. I don't want these cars anymore. We're not safe. $10,000 off might make me feel better. But like they called the police, and the police were like, well, did you get a number or license plate or anything? And we're like, no, it was like a Mexican looking guy in a dark Nissan Altima. And they're like, Like, I don't know what you want to, like, we could sense.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll find him straight away. We'll put on an APB for a Mexican in a dark car. That'll be really, that should be enough to find him.
Somebody out, but there's nothing we're going to be able to do about it. So, yeah, that was our Florida man experience. Like, going out to buy car. Oh, we have a Brody. We have a Brody. Hi, buddy. So, yeah, that was kind of fun. That was fun. Core memory unlocked. We got assaulted with a firearm. Did he point the gun at us, or did he just, like, flash it?
No, it was, like, pointed at me in my face.
Okay. But to be fair, guys, he was also like,
he had it with his right hand, so he was leaning over himself.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to show people, like, he would have been like, he was like right here. He was in this lane, like up here, and we were here.
But there was nobody else in the other.
And there was nobody else. This was completely empty, but us and him, which is really, like, I know you guys are like, oh, that's convenient. You're probably making this up. It's like,
Is this a true story, chat? I believe the words of future Mrs. Martin, but this was a very traumatic experience for Sean, okay? You know what would make him feel a lot better? I think that Sean would feel a lot better if you went over to the Dragon's Treasure and used code COPE to help him cope with this situation. The dragonstreasure.com, and haven for anime and tea lovers. Use code COPE to help him with this difficult time in his life.
I would have made up a much better story than this. Yeah, I know. They like you. Because they like you. And we got Klein now. Yeah, we almost had a close call last night. The fireworks are going off.
Where's the tea company? We should get Luther Morgan on this straight away.
And we were in the pool, and we were leaning up against the edge of it because it's only like 5 feet deep.
Look, if you use code criminal, it attracts the criminals to him. If you use code COPE, then he gets to cope, all right? And by the way, if he's driving around with a truck full of tea money, he's going to be in danger, so he doesn't need that money. We're helping him.
And Clyde just like climbs up on top of me, and he slips and his legs go in the water and he starts panicking.
All right, I think that's the end of the story. Very, very, it's a neat story. I mean, I don't think his tweet was that bad. It's just like who gives a shit about tweets? It's just nonsense. All right. By the way, we have a Brad Cool update. of the 2 super chats, count them, 2 super chats that Jeremy received for the support for his stream. One of them was screenshotted. So the $2 pounds he got was $2 pounds, £2. So cool you got tobuscus on. Maybe Brad Cool next. So as I thought, both of the super chats were likely troll chats. At least one of them were. So very funny. All right. I think we can go into... Oh, here it is. You call me an alcoholic, which is insane. Chugs a fucking petalite. I don't know what this is. Apparently it's like medical grade oral hydration. So he's actually drinking like medical grade Gatorade. All right. So now we got the Idubbbz segment. Idubbbz is not doing so good. This video is very, very strange. This is his trying to return to form, and this is his new format. This gets cringe real fast, but it's a bit of a palate cleanser, so it's a bit of fun. It's for kids. Is it like ORS, like the oral hydration solution or whatever it is, rehydration solution? That's what? This is for. Wait, what is this? Is there a deepest lore of this drink? This is for when your toddler or child is ill. So it's like when your kid's got dysentery or something, and you're trying to. It's an oral IV. So yeah, it's like they have it over here too in Japan. But it's called ORS, like oral rehydration solution. Is that why it's called pedalite? So it's like children's electrolytes. I see. Why the fuck is he drinking it then? Like, I mean, I know the reason he's drinking it. It's because he's dehydrated from being hungover. All right. Oh, by the way, Shadow said as well that he plays on the Envira Isle, but also play Horizon 656. I don't know what that is. Add me on Steam. I'll contact you. Yeah, I'll add you on Steam if it's the same as your profile name on Kick. I'll add you, and we can play some Isle next time I stream it, which I'm not sure when that'll be, but maybe this weekend. Who knows? All right. So we're going over to the Idubbbz dimension now, like a thing that nobody thought would ever see again, because it's funny to just let him languish in obscurity. But let's see how he's doing. Give a quick check-in, a quick 20-minute. It's actually unironically a 20-minute adventure into the Idubbbz dimension. I've turned myself into a washing machine, Morty. I'm washing machine Ian.
I am a washing machine. If you're
I'm not even joking.
This video and I'm a washing machine, that means everything went according to plan. I'm a washing machine now.
He's like trying to look cool in the background using his against the wall handstand push-ups. I remember when I watched Dragon Ball Z for the first time. It's weird though that he's so like dirty, considering he's a washing machine. I guess he's getting ready for the new God of War laundry. And can we just stop with the fake coughing, by the way? Like, it's not funny. It's not funny.
Welcome back to a new video. Before we get started, I have a brand new looks maxing tactic that I want to share with you guys. Yeah, these are poop bags. Yeah, you poop in these things. Believe
he poops in bags. He's from Canada. I guess this is for his dog, if I'm being honest. But why does he just have a big roll of poop bags in his room? Is this when Anissa locks him in there for being a bad boy? Or when she's going over to Hassan's house or something? I mean, if she wishes, that's never actually going to happen. There's no bathroom in the downstairs, so they have to shit in bags and then take them upstairs. Just walk up the staircase.
or not.
He's breathing in the poop air. He's getting high on Jenkum, or is it Jenkum? Is that what it's called? Where they're like, you know what I mean? The jars of Jenkum.
I don't know if you guys remember the expanding foam, but that didn't really work out so well. A lot of people.
So this didn't work, and he's trying something even stupider. Does he reuse these bags?
I think these rituals are silly. I tend to disagree. These might sound a little bit loud. They're a little bit loud to me in person. I can't really
I'm not sure if this is better or worse than the quartering video, but this is pretty bad.
hear anything. Holy fuck. I kind of look like Steiny right now. What the hell?
Who?
That's a compliment, by the way. I kind of look like I got that Elon Musk on the yacht kind of build.
All right. Wow, Elon bad. He's fat. Like, do you know how important the first 10 to 30 seconds of a YouTube video is? You're going to waste it on this? Like, is this the engagement bait? You're a washing machine. You're putting bags so you can pretend you're muscular. This is... How did it come to all of this?
I'm starting to feel confident and secure and not like I got a bunch of tumors on me, a bunch of fatty tumors. You can
The only tumor is the one that he's got inside his cranium.
probably show up to a show like this, a fitness competition. This is a physique.
Hold on a second. I'm looking for a clip.
Stop! He's already dead.
I knew it was going to be bad, but I didn't know it was this bad. I just saw the washing machine segment. I was like, all right, let's see what's going. Let's see where he's going to go with this. It only gets worse, but at least it did get worse. He's like pulling used condoms out of his t-shirt. I mean, I know they're the poop bags, but like, what the fuck is going on? Oh, it's muted. Has it been muted this whole time?
Canada, and I've...
Sorry. No.
Big is beautiful. Okay, I've had enough of this charade.
He's a chubby chaser. What the fuck is this nonsense? This is your Idubbbz mental health awareness episode.
Ew, what is that? As I'm sure many of you can tell, I recently moved to Canada, and I've been trying to assimilate into Canadian culture. A lot of people have been saying, no, keep your culture. This is Canada. You don't have to change your entire identity to live here. But to that I say...
Like, I think there's a lot of virtue in sticking to who you are and not pretending to be something you're not. But like, of all the cultures to assimilate into, imagine Canadian as a culture.
Bullshit. I come from America, the land...
Does this video have a point? We'll find out.
...of assimilation. I'm doing all I can to prove that I am a patriotic Canadian lad. I've opened up a Scotia bank account. I only buy things that give me scene plus points. I'm well aware that Tim Hortons has gone down in quality over the years.
Because of the Indians?
And that is an opinion based on my own experience. I also feel that the immigrant community is the backbone of Canada. It's what makes Canada great, and that does include myself. I am an immigrant.
Congratulations, Canadians. I mean, this is unironically like a big W for the Trump campaign, right? Like Ian moving to Canada. For
no,
Canadians.
My last name is not relevant. Do not bring it up.
Why wouldn't we look up Ian Joma's last name.
As far as you know, my last name is Cunningham. Now, it's been
No, it's Joma. You took your wife's last name.
tough to cosplay as a Canadian without anyone getting suspicious. I've adopted some words. I can code switch a little bit. I'll say, oh boy, bud. Me and my buds go over to the No Frills and make sandwiches over at the No Frills. Oh, you've never been to Bulk Barn, bud? Oh, yeah. Hockey. Oh, Beaver Tails, Moose Tracks, Rocky Road, the NDP, the UCP. Oh, yeah, when I was younger,
Isn't Rocky Road and ice cream?
I'd watch Tupi and Binu.
I mean, this is more Idubbbz speed because you can probably watch this show. Like, I guess they graduated from Bluey to watching Tupi and Bino.
Why did that end up sounding like I'm Chicano? You know they made Tubi and Binu in Quebec? Yeah, I don't like the Quebecois, but I'm going to be honest, they're pretty good at making cartoons. Obviously.
What is this?
In Quebec? Yeah, I don't like the Quebecois, but I'm going to be honest, they're pretty good at making cartoons.
Les Cross... What? I don't even know how to say this. Les Costromps, Le Village de la Fils. Okay, so it's like Canadian, French nonsense Smurfs. Never go full Canadian. He's already over the... He's already behind the bounds. Okay. He's taken it hook, line, and sinker.
Tunes. Obviously, I do.
That's the OG Smurfs. Did they actually invent the Smurfs? Is that true? Canadians are responsible for the Smurfs?
Job, but nobody is perfect. And that is why today we're going to browse the web and see if we can't find some inspiration. Canadians apologize 2 to 3 times more than Americans and Brits. Is our apology culture a superpower or just who we are?
Fuck you, Canada.
This is a good one. This is one I need to work on because when I get in someone's way in a grocery store and they say sorry, my response has been no problem or no worries or something like that. And I got to be honest, it's kind of a dick move because everyone says sorry to me, even when it's not their fault, they'll still say sorry. And I just keep...
Maybe they're just apologizing because they see you. They see his face, they see his wife, they see his like attitude, they see him watching children's cartoons. It's just like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know, like when you lose a loved one and someone says, I'm sorry to you, they're not really responsible. Maybe that's what's happening when they're bumping into like, oh, excuse me. I mean, oh, I'm sorry, bro. Oof.
Accepting their apology and being like, hey, don't worry, you haven't bothered the king. Don't worry, the king is fine. I won't smite you right now. Who is this plug? Millions of voters say it's time for Pyrie Polivri to lead the country. I don't even know who this fella is, but I can tell you one thing.
But that's the guy that's eating the apple while talking about, he's like one of the political candidates, right? He was like the right-leaning one.
Having a picture of Big Ben in the background is not a good look if you want to lead Canada. I mean...
Well, it's AI slop. Is he just like, this is actual boomer behavior. Critiquing the Facebook AI slop.
Put something like the CN Tower in the background, man. That's pretty good, huh? I know the CN Tower. I saw it in that one movie, Nirvana the book, the movie, the show, the movie, the show, the movie, the show. In 2002, a Canadian sniper named Rob Furlong set the world record for the longest confirmed kill in military history. What? That's not very Canadian.
Wait, aren't Canadians like the original war crime people? Like, I don't know too many details about this, but I do know that the Canadians did some heinous things in World War II. Although, to be fair, it's not a war crime if you're the first one to commit them.
To brag about how you got a long kill? That's more...
Actually, I don't know if that actually tracks.
An American thing. Yeah, it was the longest kill ever. I doubt it.
All right, people are agreeing with me, so I was right. It's not a war crime for the first time. There we go.
I Love Canada page should be bragging for someone about their kills. I wouldn't call that quiet excellence. I would say that is an appropriate level of quiet for your activity of killing. You might be interested to know that he's not only...
Shadow gifted another 5 subs. Big support all time. I think the highest support ever for the stream. And lifetime gifted. Yeah, it is.
Known for doing a long kill.
Make sure you say thank you to Shadow in the chat if you get a gift.
He's also known for urinating on a fellow police officer and getting subsequently fired for it. So if you think the disrespect for your fellow human is only happening when they're in Afghanistan, trust me, they come back home. They come back home and they wreak havoc in their own special way. The current record is held by an Alberta man. Awesome, dude.
Conspiracy of Everything just gifted 10 subs. Whoa, huge support. Jeremy could only dream about this. Idubbbz is actually dying for support as well. It's not looking too good over there in the Washburn sector. I mean, but to be fair, this is the level of content that he's putting out.
Makes me feel safe in my province of Alberta. Hopefully he's able to snipe one of the rats that are trying to cross the province. I
think we need to take out some of the rats in my chat that were shilling Sean's coffee code. I mean, it's not coffee, it's tea, but like, I'm just like, mind broken from all the coffee segments. I know a thing or two about giant rats in my chat.
I'm full of Canadian
Some of
facts,
them are good people, of course.
and I think you guys don't give me enough credit. Alberta has been rat-free since 2003.
Unlike my
Fun
chat.
fact.
Okay, just remember to sign that petition for Alberta independence. And if I have to, I'll join the Air Force, the Alberta Air Force. Woo! Come on, let's go. Alberta for the win.
Okay, I'm going to ignore that he said for the win. Now, I've seen a lot of videos like this recently about people just being excited and proud of the province that they live in. And it seems like Alberta seems to be the province that people are the
AI overview, the Alberta hype, referring to a surging wave of attention around the province, a booming economy, record-breaking tourism, and affordability. I guess ring it up, Alberta W.
most excited about. Yes, this place is freaking awesome. Look, there's even
Looks like they're in Australia with those big things.
one here that says, I'll join the Alberta Army. So people are willing to die for Alberta. That's pride.
Oh, Canada, our home. We called all 48 chiefs. We asked them to come to a conference in Panoka that we had organized, and none of them showed up. I took a whole day. I sat there from 9 o'clock in the morning to 4 o'clock in the afternoon waiting for them to come. We never had a chief show up. Did we do our due diligence on consultation?
Holy crap.
Wait, so they've got lazy Indians in both Tim Hortons and at this, like, chief meeting?
These guys are just proud Albertans, and the disrespectful Indigenous just didn't show up? What the hell? That is so disrespectful to this bald ham sandwich. What the fuck? You poor thing.
This is a white person W. They're doing all the work for everyone. I actually guess it's an L because they're teaching them to be lazy.
Dang. Oh, this page is called Canada Vibes. Okay, this is way more my speed.
How many people think Canada is a
This unironically is Idubbbz speed. Like, this is the face he makes, unironically, when he's watching these and thinks that they're real people talking to him.
beautiful, peaceful place in the world? What do you think about it?
Shadow
Tell
always uses code. See, he's a loyal chatter.
us your valuable opinions.
Holy shit, she's hot in from the military and Canadian military, so she's gentle and polite.
Tell us your valuable opinions. Your input is essential for our decisions.
Oh shit, the Canadian Armed Forces operates the Canada.
You know what's wild? Is that there are people that actually believe these videos, Ian included. You just know he was just scrolling on Facebook because he's got nothing fucking better to do. He can turn himself into washing machines and look at boom posts on Facebook. And then he's like, oh, maybe this woman is like, oh my goodness, it's a girl without tattoos. Let me see what's going on here.
A vibes page? I didn't freaking know that. Thank you for controlling the military. I hope my
Why does Idubbbz have a koala as a profile picture?
son isn't sent
That's some
into
stolen valor. He's stealing Canadians' valor and he's stealing Australian valor.
battle and dies. Hopefully not. Also, proud of the 2,400
By the way, like, that's the slowest typing I've ever fucking seen.
meter shot.
Even Max types faster than this, and he uses a scroll wheel on his mouse.
Great training, most likely, or a natural talent. We'll see. We'll see what they respond with.
Canada is in a controlled demolition.
Wow.
You know, our masters want, we're no longer nation building, we're nation destruction. It's literally the communist handbook. You have to get God out of the picture first, and that's the first thing they did.
Now I'm starting to learn things. It's a demolition derby. Maybe it's in a free fall. Maybe the Canadian dollar is in free fall.
Premier Smith is
Isn't it though? I'm pretty sure the Canadian dollar's not doing so great. I mean, it's doing better than the yen, I suppose, but that like doesn't bother me because I don't get paid in the yen.
separatist. She's a fascist.
Okay, now
I get paid in Twitter likes.
This is the good-natured stuff that I am familiar with. One day Canada will take over the world, and then you'll all be sorry. It's a bit.
All right, that's actually very funny. So ring it up. We love Canada post W. This is a funny joke. I like that. I appreciate this one.
Canadian humor trending. Vancouver whale sightings are exploding, and expert says it's the new normal.
Great. This sounds fantastic. I love seeing whales.
What I'm learning so far is that Alberta is like the most hype province in Canada, and then whales are exploding off the coast. Oh, the Canada anthem.
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my goodness. I'm not taking I'm taking the sentence literally. Oh, it's funny. I got a whale at it. Like, I'll tell you what happened here. Is that Idubbbz has been playing around with some new program, some sort of video editing program or suite, and that's how he got the washing machine. He's like, I bet I can use this in a video. And the video, it's like when you buy a pressure washer and you just like go making excuses to go around washing everything. That's what's happening.
I actually haven't memorized this yet, but I think I'm going to have to memorize it to get access to the higher tier.
This is a good comment, though. The Idubbbz is the biggest dent in the Idubbbz stream. He is. Is he on drugs, question mark? or exclamation point.
Citizenship. I actually haven't memorized this yet, but I think I'm going to have to memorize it to get access to the higher tier of citizenship, like the one that allows me to do all the things. True.
Like access the Canadian healthcare system. I think that Idubbbz needs it. He needs some of that made like stat.
True patriot love. It's a little gay. True patriot love.
Canada wants Trump! Canada wants Trump! That's right. We're going to make Canada great again.
Dude, that's exactly what I thought was missing when I arrived here. Where the fuck are all the old white dudes who have forward-leaning posture?
Dunkin' Donut, what do you want at? Wow, unbelievable.
God damn. This is like what? Like Rob
So Dunkin' Donuts' first couple of months in Canada versus from now.
Schneider of Canada?
As long as the grass grows and the river flows, you fuckers.
This is casino bait. It probably is, honestly. They're so desperate for attention from larger audiences. Like for me, I'm punching up, so I don't give a shit. But like, if you've got a bigger audience than Idubbbz, don't talk about him because it's funnier to see him languish in obscurity.
They're stuck here with us.
This is not somebody who wants a discussion. This is somebody who wants TikTok views. I feel sorry for this guy. He doesn't even live in Alberta. He lives on Vancouver Island. People want rage and people want hate.
I think nobody outside of Canada understands the difference or gives a shit, to be honest.
This guy doesn't want rage or hate. He just wants to be a proud Albertan. He's looking like a Lethbridge kind of guy. I think he should start looking for Lethbridge independence. He's sick of Ottawa's bullshit as well. Ottawa's just been fucking over everyone on the planet. At the risk of sounding a...
Is this sort of like when I talk about New Zealand? Because when I'm talking about living in Wellington or Hamilton or something, or like various anecdotes from Australia, like I think they're fun to listen to. But it's like when he's talking about Ottawa and Alberta and Vancouver, I have no idea and I have no investment or care for this. Is this what the chat is this what I've been putting my chat through? It's like, who gives a shit?
Little bit politically incorrect. Fuck Ottawa. They're responsible for pretty much all the bullshit going on in the world right now. Ottawa? Why I Ottawa. Why I oughta whip your ass, more like. Put that on a t-shirt. Oh, why I oughta become independent. Alberta, parentheses.
What has the Crown actually done for First Nations people?
Oh shit. Okay, so this guy's
The First Nations, that's like the Indians, right?
coming from the perspective that if we become Alberta independent, then we're going to help First Nations people. Okay, we should write up some documents.
No Joma July. I don't think we're going to be covering... This might be the last time you ever see Idubbbz on this channel. Because this is... I knew this would be bad, but holy shit.
And like a plan for all of the like territory and land and benefits that First Nations people are going to get. Okay, I think I found a funny Facebook page called Troll Canada. They're going into a Tim Hortons and there's a white guy working at the Tim Hortons.
Ring it up, Tim Hortons W.
And so this guy said, time to whip out my camera because this is a rare sight.
I mean, that seems to be true though. Like from what I've heard about Tim Hortons, this is actually rare. It's like finding a non-Indian working at a dairy in New Zealand. Tim Hortons, not AI, and there's 2 white people there. Holy shit, there's 2 of them? Rare sighting. Like, does Ian actually just hate white people? He doesn't seem to be very impressed by this.
I will say, if you're a grown-ass man recording these Tim Hortons employees fascinated by their white skin, I think you might be a little bit sick. I think you might need help.
Hey, how's it going? Not bad, how are you? Not bad. This is Tim Hortons, right? Yep. Yeah, just making sure. It's a little bit different than the other locations I've been to. I know, right?
Holy shit, dude. What the fuck is that? It's different. Yeah, we only hire white here. I love when...
No wonder the quality got better at the Tim Hortons. Holy shit.
Tim Hortons employees look like they want to end it all. It makes the coffee taste so much better. I'm not going to bore you.
But like, at the beginning of this video, Idubbbz said that he has noticed the quality decreasing at Tim Hortons in his short stint in fucking North America / Canada. So like, Ian agrees with this. He's just not allowed to say that he agrees with this.
You guys with the racist comments. It's all the shit you've heard before.
Now, why on earth are so many Canadians leaving to the United States? Let's look at some facts, shall we?
Shit. Oh my God. My dumbass immigrated here when everyone's leaving Canada?
Yes. Dipshit.
Shit alert.
Food prices are up over 20% since 2020. Canada's GDP growth and economic growth is the
Japan's not doing so good either. It's up 3.9%.
worst in the G7. The USA has the best. Unemployment right now is 6.9%.
Wait, what the fuck? Is it actually close to 7% unemployment in Canada? At least Japan's employment is dropping.
The average house price in a normal town like Kitchener-Waterloo is over $800,000.
Like, this is bad, bro. This is not good. how's Idubbbz going to justify this one?
$1,000. The average house price in a good town in Texas is like $250,000. It looks like
Look at
this.
that. You can live in Texas for $250,000, but you go to freaking Kitchener, Waterloo, and it's $850,000. $850,000 Canadian dollars to live in Kitchener for this schlubby house. Look at this piece of shit house, and it's only
It's like a big mansion.
5,000 square feet. By the way, you guys might be confused where Kitchener is. It's right.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit.
Here, right? This little area next.
It's next to Brampton. I've heard about Brampton before, actually. I heard
to this irrelevant town called Toronto. I don't think I've ever heard
look, they've got a Hamilton and a Toronto as well. Is it also full of STDs?
of any of these places. Lake Ontario.
That's the only thing I can ever say about Hamilton, New Zealand. It's like, when in doubt, never lick out anyone from Hamilton. I wonder if that adage, because that's like survival information, New Zealand. I wonder if the same thing holds true for Canada and their Hamilton. Oh, it's next to Niagara Falls. Okay, I know where that is. Look, there's the good side of the map. You can go over and you'll be in America. Although it's in Buffalo, so. Let's go, Brampton. Nice.
Area of Lake Erie, Lake Huron. This is like the center of a bunch of puddles of mud. What is this gross area where
Yes, unironically, this is true.
no one would want to live? Now look at this one. 2,000 square feet in Houston, Texas. You get to be right near this awesome lake called
Doesn't everyone want to move into Houston, Texas, though? At least all the Californians do.
Sheldon Lake, definitely named after the popular show The Big Bang Theory.
Oh, not the Sheldon references breaking. Like, that's one of the biggest hypocrisies you'll ever see from Idubbbz. He used to make fun of the Big Bang Theory, but since he got lobotomized by his wife, I guess by just being around her like cursed vagina. I mean, all vaginas are cursed if we're being truthful, to tell you the truth about it. Now he's actually a Big Bang Theory enjoyer. Like, unironically, he loves the Big Bang Theory. I guess he likes it because they tell him when to laugh.
Norton's just announced it's going to hire 10,000 Canadians. They're going to bring back the Canadian workforce, bring in more people from China and India. Everyone's Chinese and Indian and everything. There's white people, Canadians, begging for money. You don't see any Chinese homeless or Indian homeless people?
Yeah, dude.
I mean, I do see homeless Asian people, but okay.
There's no Chinese or Indian homeless.
So we need to bring in the whole third world into this country. 95% of this country was built by Christian hands.
Oh, apparently it's Austin is the one. Wait. I don't give a shit. I just want to go to America and eat the big American meat, the barbecue, okay?
Morton's wouldn't exist without Christian hands, right?
Oh my God.
95% of this country was built by Christian hands. Tim Hortons wouldn't exist without Christian hands, right?
This is another piece of Canadian knowledge. I don't know if you guys are aware of it. It's called roll up the cup. And there's a little rim. When you roll up the cup, it will reveal a Bible quote. It'll say things like,
is this true? Can Canadians in the chat, if there's any of them left, is it true you can roll up the cup and get secret messages in Canada? They're like sending messages via cups.
Jesus is awesome sauce. Christianity for the win. All sorts of cool sayings like that that gets Canadians into the spirit of Christianity. It built this nation. Honestly, roll up the Christian cup, built the nation of Canada.
Yeah, so Tim Hortons now is hiring 10,000 Canadians. I thought Canadians don't want to work in fast food. You see how they're
What the fuck is Riz? Look, if you've got to ask, you don't have it.
playing
I'm
you?
sorry.
They're playing you with everything?
Yes, they are playing us.
Look at this Rizless guy in chat.
We communicated to them aggressively that we don't like these immigrants working at our Tim Hortons. And so when they announced that they're giving the real Canadians jobs, that makes me
Oh, so it's like a paddle pop where you like lick the paddle pop and there's like the stick has like the you want a free paddle pop thing. Okay.
angry because they did the thing that I want.
Why are we still watching this? Just to suffer. Why are we still here? Just to suffer. Every night I can feel my phantom leg.
Wanted them to do.
Tim Hortons, it's too late. You've destroyed your brand. And your competitors know.
Oh my God. Okay. I was joking before about like mentioning Tim Hortons or any of that shit. Tim Hortons has gone down in quality over the
They do have barbecues in New Zealand, but like they don't have like brisket. Okay. They don't have the big ribs. They've got like sausage sizzles. Okay. That's what happens is you put a snag on the barbecue and you make a sausage sizzle, which is actually delicious. Just a simple piece of bread, some onions, a sausage, and some ketchup and tomato sauce. It's delicious.
years. But apparently it's part of the politics. The dialogue around Tim Hortons in Canada, I guess, is an indication of where the country's at. Like a recession indicator, or maybe it's an Alberta independence indicator.
They know you've destroyed your brand. You could try to open up all these new stores all you want. It's not going to change the fact that you have bad service and a bad product. Someone in my comments told me they ordered a breakfast sandwich and got half of a sausage. How does that even
Like, if they are actually giving you half of their food, that is a shit move.
happen?
Yeah, how does that happen? Fast food places are like known for having the best service. They're literally
You know what's crazy is that fast food in Japan has fantastic service. You can go to McDonald's and get fantastic service and get exactly what you ordered in Japan. So fast food service can be good. What is the factor that's different in the West, in Canada, in America? Why is the fast food service so bad in those countries and so good in Japan? Is it the magical soil of McDonald's in Japan? I don't know.
top tier. On the bottom, it's like fine dining, and then it's like maybe Chili's, and then it's fast food.
You see the writing on the wall.
Yeah.
And Duncan is about to bury you.
Tim Hortons, you're fucked. Duncan's coming to drop that big old fucking...
You know what's crazy, though? Like, unironically, there are some real cuties working in Japan McDonald's for some reason. Like, I don't know how to describe this, but I have noticed this, that when I go to McDonald's, the average voluptuous level of the McDonald's people is much higher than the regular Japanese like population for some reason. I don't know why. A bit creepy. I mean, I'm not lying. That is creepy, but it's just something I've been noticing. I'm a noticer. Okay. When I go to McDonald's and ask for my McDouble or whatever, and I'm just noticing, I'm like, there's a lot of attractive McDonald's workers for some reason. No, they're all in college. Come on now. I don't flirt with the McDonald's girls. I'm just saying that I've noticed it for some reason. Arrest me for... No, you don't actually have teenagers working in fast food in Japan, typically. Because most high schools actually don't let their students have secondary jobs or for any jobs whatsoever. So it's almost always college students or higher working in McDonald's. Like, it's actually, a lot of schools have the rule that you can't have a part-time job in Japan. Unless you're in a really bad area where they don't expect them to like graduate high school. I'm not. You guys are taking this the wrong. I'm just saying. Look, is there anyone that's been to Japan and then gone to McDonald's and also noticed this? I can't be the only person. I can't be the only person.
Cock and balls on your head, and they're going to splooge on you. Okay, I think I'm figuring it out. However I'm feeling, I should tie it back to how shitty Tim...
Apparently, wait, pack it up. So you need to get out in the world more? How can I get out in the world more than going to McDonald's in Japan? That's literally in Japan. Wait, what is Max saying? Max is going to back up. It's a sad day in Nippon where the great Josh is banned from McDonald's. I'm not banned from McDonald's. By the way, Max, as I mentioned, I'll be up in Tokyo probably next month. Or this month, actually, end of this month. There's a pizza place I want to go to. The one with it's like the cheesiest Japan pizza. It looks really good. It's like in Shinjuku.
Hortons is.
Well, guys, I mean, I've known that this Indian invasion of Canada, it's all over the country. It's mainly in Toronto and Brampton, but...
I can't believe racist Canadian...
Fuck. No... You know, after I talked about the pizza, I knew people were going to say that. Like, I realized it too slow. But it's like, hold on. I got to show you the pizza now so you know what I'm talking about. It's like a viral... It's viral chat, okay? That's Instagram. This one. Okay, here you go. I got to show you that there's a real pizza place that I'm talking about. Otherwise, people are going to... Look at this thing, okay? This thing looks amazing. Look how
which was super cheesy and the crust was perfect. We also got one with pepperoni.
Look at this. They deep fry it in basically
bacon,
all this
sausage,
oil and stuff.
Mushrooms. These toppings were huge.
Look at this.
I don't think I've seen anything like this before. You probably just need a slice or two.
It's pizza Japan.
These are definitely delicious and super filling. If you get a box of pizza, don't worry. They have a pizza bag just for you.
There you go, pizza. Look at that, okay? I want to try it. It's in Shinjuku.
Post Malone is angry about Indians in Calgary. What the fuck?
It's getting scary to see how much of them are going everywhere now. It's not just Toronto and it's not just Brampton anymore. Now these motherfuckers are in the small towns and they're not bringing anything positive to our country.
It's all from the same script. They're not bringing anything positive. And your evidence is what exactly? That you don't like roti?
And they're not bringing anything positive.
If we get rid of all of the Indians in Canada, then how are we going to find roti? You know what's crazy is that white people can actually cook roti.
Positive to our country.
What about their entire person? What about them as human beings?
Let's go back a bit. Let's go back to this one.
Everywhere's now. It's not just Toronto and it's not just Brampton anymore. Now these motherfuckers are in the small towns and they're not bringing anything positive to our country.
It's all from the same script.
Roti is delicious. I love roti.
They're not bringing anything positive. And your evidence is what exactly? That you don't like roti?
And they're not bringing anything positive to our country.
What about their entire person? What about them?
Well, I mean, the fact that they give such bad service would imply that their person doesn't have anything of value either.
Them as human beings, because the interesting thing about human beings is that we work and we form relationships and we contribute to things with our trade and our money and our labor.
This is a very bold statement to make by an unemployed YouTuber who moved to Canada without a job.
Happens to this guy when he sits on his balls wrong and he gets testicular torsion? Are you going to be picky when the doctor is Indian and he solves your testicular torsion needs?
People are picky about their doctors though, right? Like, it's okay to shop around for your doctors. Like, a lot of women don't want to have a male gynecologist, for example.
You're going to say, nah, sorry, dude, these are white balls. Only a white doctor can do this.
They're taking.
Look, if it's not white, then it's not right. I don't know. Like, it's about integrity in the ball untwisting sector. Okay, what a thing to say. Holy shit. People shop around for doctors. I mean, if you're in a first world country, yes, you can do that. Maybe you can't in Canada. Okay, so maybe I was being too harsh on Ian, because there is actually like a shortage of healthcare in Canada to the point where you have to just get made in Canada. But actually, yes, you can shop around for doctors if you live in a real country, which Canada is not.
Opportunities from you, me, our friends, our family.
This sounds like a you problem. You speak the language. You have been given a lot of opportunity already by being born here. And if you're not leveraging that, that's kind of on you. Or cry about it. You can cry about it. That's an option.
How much of them are coming in, and they know that they're going to soon, they're going to overpopulate us in our own country, and that's going to be the true downfall of Canada. And I'd say it's going to happen very soon, within the next 5 years max.
Wow, bold prediction. 5 years. 5 years max. Start.
Ian is breeding under your bridges. Well, this is false because Ian doesn't breed. He's childless.
Breeding. You can create more white babies. That's the most important thing, is more white babies. I think I've learned a lot today from Facebook, and I think you guys have learned a lot today from me. Congratulations.
So this entire video was just he doesn't like people being racist on Facebook. Wow. Ring it up. Idubbbz.
You're that much more educated on Canadian culture, so leave me a big thank you down in the comments. Also, leave me a sorry. I'm so sorry. Practice your Canadianisms. Sorry for your big muscles. Sorry that your muscles popped at the beginning of the video. Leave in the comments down below any Canadian things you would like me to investigate, and I will do so thusly. Thank you so much for watching, and tune in next time when I bust all over Buchanan.
Okay. How do we rate the Idubbbz turning himself into a washing machine as a video? This obviously wasn't as popular as his previous video, which was apologizing to H3H3. I think that video did actually a lot of numbers. He's got about 60,000 views on this. That's the yogurt effect. Ian Singe. What is this? Let's go to newest comments, have a look. -10. This was a bad one. This was not good. Why don't you like Quebec? You got to wear your big old coat and you're going to like it, bud. Leave it to an American millionaire to downplay the Canadian housing crisis. Some really bad takes there, Ian. God, this shit sucks. Wait, I'm American. Why am I watching this? That's a good one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I watched this too, actually. This guy's content is garbage nowadays. Awful. Kitchener mentioned. Totally butchered the name Pierre. That was a weird reading of Pierre. I think he was trying to be funny, but I just can't tell if he's just brain dead or not. I'm glad to have you in Canada by someone with, was that the Iraq flag or something? I don't know. Oh my goodness, what an absolute disaster. But you guys really don't like these pizzas? They look great. People really didn't like the pizza segment. Look at this. It's like a bowl of cheese. You have to understand that pizza is very rare where I'm from. I mean, where I live. I'm not from here, obviously. So when I see this shit, I'm like, oh my goodness, my life's coming like finally to true. It's good. Sorry, brain fart there. Tokyo's cheesiest pizza slice. 1 kg Tokyo pizza. What's wrong? I ask you, what is wrong with eating a kilo of cheese on a pizza? Pizza in name only. The thing is, Japan actually has really good Italian-style pizza. It doesn't have a good American-style pizza. Like, it has really good, authentic, like, margarita pizzas or things like that. Sorry, if you hadn't noticed, it is now 4 p.m. and I haven't eaten anything today. So I think that's where we'll leave off this show for today. Is there anyone we can restream to real briefly? Anyone you got in chat that you want to shout out? Is anyone live? Let me have a real quick look to see if I can find somebody. While the chat tells me how wrong I am about everything, which is fine. Thank you for the late stream. I'm glad you appreciate it. People seem to like this one. I saw this, like, that Jeremy had finally got a look at Tobuscus, and I was like, all right, let's check him out. Let's check him out real quick. I don't see anyone streaming. Not anyone that I know is streaming anyway. By the way, there's like actually like what is it? What was I going to say? The Domino's near me is actually selling curry pizza right now. So maybe we're being like brownified as well. That's what everyone's telling me. The pizza domination. Do not shorten. Yeah, that's the thing, is don't shorten cheese pizza and don't shorten cyberpunk. There's a very funny meme about that, actually. Oh my god, it's not loading. All right. I think it's just over, chat. All right. That's all for today then. All right, guys. Thanks for everything. Thanks for big support today. Much more than Jeremy could actually expect. In fact, something in the realm of like 10, wait, no, not 10 times. 50 times. 50 to 100 times the support that Jeremy got, because he's got fake numbers. He's view botting so that he can get like his things on. All right, guys. That's all I got for you. Peace.
It's false. No way. Not this time. We created it. Not this time. No, not this time. It's totally made up. Pure fiction. It's fiction. It's fiction. We made it up. We made this one up. It's a made-up tale. It's a total fabrication. It never happened. It never happened. This one was invented by a writer. Not this time. It never happened. It's false. It never happened. It's a fake. It's fiction.